we live? This could be really weird. I can keep
No,
going.
you're live.
Okay, yay! I'm not wearing a crown. It's an invisible crown. Happy anniversary,
Happy
everybody.
anniversary, everyone.
Welcome to the 10th anniversary live gemstone sale. We're 10. I'm 10. We're 10. Happy decade! Here we are. I'm so happy to see you. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. I hope today is going to kind of knock your socks off a little bit.
We got a lot of good stuff.
We've been saving up for this.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff.
We've been saving up for this. And we have extra giveaways today because it's the anniversary. One of them is something I made while I was traveling the last couple of weeks that I gave you a little preview of. And I want to start by saying just thank you. I think we both do.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be sitting here celebrating this today if it wasn't for you. And I think that's true of a lot of the big events in our life. You know what I mean? You have to stop and look around and say, we don't do the big things in our life on our own. So we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you. I can tell you, if this guy wasn't sitting next to me, you know, when I started Sage Goddess, he was still doing his magics in his world because he had a really amazing career before he joined me full-time for Sage Goddess. But what he's been able to do and bring his expertise together, we've been so enjoying the process of working alongside each other. And Team SG, you're so amazing. We're so grateful to you. Seriously,
Past and present.
Seriously, every single person who's been with us these 10 years has left their fingerprint in an important way.
Yeah.
And so I do want to start just from a place of gratitude. It makes me teary, but there's no way I, on my own, could have brought us here. There's no way. I mean, the idea was mine, and after that, it's like a child, right? You give birth, and then the rest of the world helps you raise it. So thank you for helping us. I'm going to try not to get emotional today, but we're really, really grateful. We really, truly are, for each and every one of you, and I hope you know it. And so, is anybody new, by the way? That would be really kind of cool, wouldn't it? Like, he always says that. Is anybody, like, seriously, if somebody finds us today, wouldn't that be fun? Like, you're part of the next decade, right? So we want to say thank you to those of you who might be new today as well and welcome you in. We don't want you to feel left out just because we're celebrating a long road behind us, because hopefully we have a long road ahead of us too. So thank you. We love you. We're so grateful. It's a happy day. And, you know, when we talked about doing this sale today, we usually do these on Tuesdays.
We do.
But he and I really wanted to spend
That'd be fun.
This day with you. What better way to
Thought
celebrate?
it'd be fun to celebrate together.
On the actual day. So anyway, we'll tell stories as we go. We have so much to tell you.
Although I will couch it and just, you know, kind of preface, Sundays 3 o'clock I'm usually asleep on the sofa. So like a lot of maybe your other partners here. So I'm going to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed today, though.
He would legit be passed out on the couch right now with like a nice Bering Gold Sea situation, shit show, whatever it is. He's got this show that he watches.
Bering Sea Gold, not Bering Gold Sea.
Bering Gold Sea shit show is what he watches. That's what I call it. So anyway, look at that. So if you're new today, anyway, this is really exciting to have you with us. We've got some champagne that we're going to pop a little bit later. Not right now because, you know, we're not there yet, but we'll get there with you.
Are we not there yet?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
So anyway, let's tell you how this thing works. So everything I'm going to show you today, it has been hand selected for this, especially for this sale. And so everything has meaning. It's really cool. Like we have wave of light pendants today, which allows me to tell a story about Rock Courier, which kind of takes us back to the foundations of Sage Goddess. So got a lot of fun things to show you. Make sure you have good internets. Make sure your chat is set to live chat and not top chat. That will help you see what Team SG sees. I've got Team SG moderating. They're up there with that gold box. So I'm going to show you something, teach you about it, tell you what it is and how much it costs. And then it's ready, set, go. Some things are one of a kind. The most we have of anything.
A lot is one of a kind.
Yeah, a lot is one of a kind today, especially. The most we ever have of anything is about 4 dozen. So you want to be quick on your feet. And then Team SG will announce who won the items as we move forward. Everything ships for free in the US, which is pretty cool, even if it weighs 1,000 pounds. We ship it for free. It's $5 per item outside the US. We have quad pay. in the US, which allows you to break up anything over $100 into 4 payments over 6 weeks at no interest. You can also use PayPal credit, and that works outside the US, which again helps you break up the payments, especially if there's something really special tonight that you want, but maybe you don't want to pay for it all right now. I love me some quad pay.
I'll do my part now. So, very important. To bid, Athena will go ahead and she'll say the item and the price, and the team, you'll see they're called Sage Goddess in the chat. They'll post the item and the price. You'll go ahead and then comment sold after that. Bidding before that doesn't count. So you got to wait until the team posts, and then you can comment back and say sold, the item and the price. Now, very important, if you haven't already done so, after the show today, go to sagegoddess.com, create an account, and make sure your YouTube username is put in the right field on your profile at sagegoddess.com. Your YouTube username is whatever you're called here. So if you're called Phoenix9 Rising, that should be in your profile at sagegoddess.com, so that we can match up your comments sold here with your account. And then what happens is tomorrow we'll email you an invoice today.
Gotcha. Says, for the love of Gaia, wait. Don't be a jumpy jumperman.
So,
anyway, I'm going to do my best to be concise today. Holy shit, it's going to be hard because I just want to talk and just talk and talk to you. So we'll do what we can do. And even if you don't shop, who cares? Take notes. I teach you about all the metaphysical properties of these things, and I'm a teacher. So I'm okay if you're just here to hang out. Actually, I really love that. We're grateful you're taking your time on Sunday. We've been married for 18 years. Our anniversary was the 18th of July, and he knows how this goes.
oh yeah.
This is not his first time with me.
It's not my first
Okay.
idea.
So, is there anything else I want to tell him? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll make it happen.
It's Sunday. It's kind of more of a chill vibe. I'm so glad. Michelle said she's been waiting all day for this.
Us
so
too.
we've been waiting for you. Kiko was saying that her daughter went to band camp in Cooperstown. Our son went to Cooperstown for baseball, which is kind of a big deal.
Yeah, it's fun.
He's from upstate New York, so it was super fun to go and kind of run around his stomping grounds a little bit too. Super fun.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready. Are
Let's
you ready?
go. I've been waiting all my life for this.
All right, here we go.
I have been waiting. Okay.
Number 1.
Vamos.
On
Where
the
are we
docket.
going? Oh, I like it. It's actually not number 1, but that's okay.
It's number 3. But it's
You're a
number
Virgo.
1.
We're supposed to be precise.
Wow.
Okay, so, everything here is kind of my favorite thing. And the reason I wanted these spheres in the sale is, a lot of you know this, my first gemstone that I ever collected was nothing to write home about. It was this stone, but not nearly this pretty. My parents took me to a little tourist shop when I was a kid. You know the ones where you dig and you get a little velvet bag and you can put as many stones in there for $1 as you want? Amethyst was my first crystal. And that was 100 years ago. So I thought for the anniversary, of course we have to have amethyst, but this is really pretty amethyst. This is banded amethyst, or what we call dream amethyst, or what some people call, what are the other names for it? I call it monkey toe amethyst because...
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Alexis and I worked on that. It's
Wow.
really hard work for us to come up with
Yeah,
that.
that took some thought.
Well, because people always say, no, that's not banded amethyst, that's dream amethyst, as if they're different, and they're not. So we decided, to extra confuse things, we'll start calling it monkey toe.
That's right.
So that is monkey toe amethyst. I don't even know what a monkey toe looks like. We actually asked
100%
Bruce.
organic.
Did you hear, Bruce, that we've asked Bruce to create art for monkey toe amethyst, and so
You're devolving, and this is the first item.
Okay. I only have 28 of these. I am going to give you a ballpark on the price, just so you can kind of decide in advance if you're interested. These are under $80. So what is banded amethyst? Banded amethyst is this really cool form of amethyst that is banded, okay, that is actually not just amethyst. It's amethyst with smoky quartz and clear quartz. Amethyst comes from the ancient Greek Amethistos, which means not drunk. And the ancient Greeks believed that this would prevent you from having a hangover. It sure doesn't do that.
Amethistos.
Amethistos.
There you go.
Not drunk. It doesn't prevent a hangover. I've tried it. You'll still be hungover. But they used to put amethyst in their chalice, in the Bacchanalian festivals, the wine festivals in ancient Greece. Anyway. So amethyst, what it does do, not preventing hangovers, but it does actually bring peace and balance and detoxification. Smoky quartz transmutes low energy, meaning it raises the vibration, and clear quartz magnifies. These also have some interesting, there's a little bit of hematite in these. There's some really cool stuff. And sometimes you can actually see, on the camera right there, There's lines around the hexagons. You can actually see, because amethyst is hexagonal, you can actually see the little hexagons of the amethyst. It's just super cool. And then we have these aura treated, which means you heat them, you put this stone in an oven with iridium, titanium, and gold, real metals, and bond those to the stone. It's a permanent treatment, but it gives it that kind of like super cool kind of rainbowy effect. So I have 28 of these. They're 2.5 inches in size, and they are $79 a piece. Now, what Aura does, it's kind of cool because of that treatment. So iridium, titanium, and gold all have their own metaphysical properties, right? Metals have properties, not just stones. And iridium and titanium are for helping you navigate change with grace, and gold brings prosperity, wealth, and abundance. So let me tell you, this is amethyst for peace, balance, detoxification, smoky quartz for transmutation, clear quartz for magnification, hematite for protection, iridium and titanium for perseverance.
There's a
for
lot
change,
going on here.
and gold for prosperity.
It's a busy sphere. It's a busy monkey toe.
So as soon as Team SG puts up the price for you, and there they are, you can go ahead and
Now
say
you
sold.
can go and sold.
But I only have 28. And then that's all I have for Monkey Toe Magic.
Monkey toe magic.
What did you buy at the Sage Goddess 10th
Monkey
anniversary
toe.
sale? I bought a monkey toe. You allowed to sell monkey toes? Nope. You can sell monkey toe amethyst. This is as close as you will get to a monkey toe, my friends.
Gator toes that you see on the sticks and.
Can you show them that on the purple pillow? Because I actually think, we have these velvet pillows for our stones at Sage Goddess, and I think that belongs on a purple. We have little ones too, which I would put it on a little one, but if you want to put it on a bigger one, you can. Aren't they pretty? Yep. Aw, thanks you guys. It's so nice. I'm going to be trying to read your comments as we go through too, because it's just, honestly, you guys are like extended family to us. I wonder if you know that. I wonder if you know that Dave and I, even when we're on vacation, are sitting there like thinking about you, because our team is like, oh, there's a post from this person, and then I'm checking in, is she okay? How's he doing? How are they doing? What's going on with that? I mean, it's kind of a strange thing, but we really do love and appreciate and care about you guys and think about you and even worry about you when we're on vacation. And, it's not a normal, nothing in my life is normal, but
normal.
Sage Goddess isn't normal, that we're still like checking in on you and thinking about you. So, hi Holden, thank you for being here. Yeah, the gemstone sphere stands are everything. Did you see these? These aren't part of today's sale, but can we show monkey toe on that?
Sure.
You take your monkey toe to a whole new level, baby. Oh, that's pretty.
That is pretty.
That's pretty. Those are over at sagegoddess.com, those stands, if you want one. Alexis, I think, is here with me today. Alexis, would you pop the link in there for the gemstone stands? They're 21% off, by the way, with code 21party.
21 party.
Because, we're a party. That's super pretty, isn't it? You talk and think about us too. Honestly, that means a lot to me. Like we care about each other. It's very sweet. It's very sincere too. We really do love you, and I'm glad that you're here. There's nowhere else I'd rather be right now than with you guys. It's true. All right. Well, congratulations.
Congrats.
Truly. Yeah, you got something really pretty right now.
If you didn't get one, it's okay. There's a lot of great things.
Yeah, we have fun
Seriously,
stuff.
a lot of fun stuff.
Hang tight.
Yeah.
Don't get burned out yet, honey. I haven't even popped the champagne. We got a long way to go.
We should get that going in a minute, though.
I know.
Yep.
Okay. Didn't Alexis do a fantastic
She
job?
did a great job.
I've said
Alexis.
it multiple times.
Yeah.
I am very lucky. The people at SG are incredible, and Alexis was a rock star.
Rock star.
Seriously, Alexis, you blew my mind. I watched her lives a lot of times. I was sneaky sneakerman, watching the
We didn't
live.
want to comment or anything to throw her off, right?
No, but I was totally watching a lot of the time, and I'm just watching, going, she's a pro, man. Check her out.
Yeah.
Like, that's so awesome. She's quite something. Okay. Now, so this is a one of a kind. Some of the things tonight are just super, super special. The incredible artist who makes our wands has started making these art pieces for us that he refers to as altars, okay? An altar, if you think about it, comes from the Latin word for high or height, right? Like alta in Spanish, right? So altar, we think about altars as like the place where we put our crystals and our stones for ritual work, but altar actually means to place something on a pedestal or to place it above yourself in reverence, okay? So an altar can be anything. And these are altarpieces, meaning that they have a higher vibration, and the intention is to raise the vibration of your space. So this one is beautiful. This is done with quartz and emeralds in sterling silver and 14 karat gold. Absolutely magnificent. And like I said, he doesn't repeat designs or do anything twice when it comes to these altars. It's kind of like the wands where they're art pieces.
We only have 2 pieces similar.
Yeah, we have 2 altars tonight. Isn't that cool? Super, super pretty. So this is, when I look at this, you know, he leaves everything open to interpretation. I love that there's a little, is that a turtle or a mushroom? My vision is so bad.
It's a.
I think it's a mushroom.
So you have a, let me see if I can zoom in on this. You guys see.
It's a turtle shroom. It's a shroomrtle.
So you have a turtle right.
Oh, it is a turtle.
Right there, down in there.
Leave it to me to think it's a shroom.
You have a shell. That's a shell.
Oh, it's a shell.
Right here.
Oh.
Let's see. There's a turtle right down. That's his head.
Okay.
On like.
Anyway, all I see is mushrooms. And then there's a rose. Did you see to the left of this tree? Like a beautiful hand carved rose. And then the tree, it's like the tree of life going up, and there's 2 emeralds there. Emerald is a stone of wisdom and discernment. Although, you know, our ancestors also thought emerald kept you faithful in your marriage. Like you wouldn't go, you know, hokey pokey with somebody else. It doesn't.
Hokey what?
Hokey pokey. I'm trying to be kind of PG, you know,
Turn
but like a hocus pocus. No pocus.
See the little
Emerald's not going to keep somebody faithful.
Little turtle in there.
But if you feed them well and play hard enough, that'll keep them faithful. Isn't that pretty? So, and I like that it's got the 3 terminations. The number 3 is really sacred, you know, in most spiritual traditions. So whether you think of it in a non-spiritual way, like past, present, future, or you think of it, which I like because the biggest one would represent your future, like where you're going. 3 also represents the maiden mother and crone, right? Pokey pokey, everybody. I would feel really bad for somebody if they bought a bunch of emerald thinking that was gonna prevent the pocus, you know? What are you gonna do? No cootie shooty. Thank you, Sharon. She's right. So this one is under $400. And these are expensive because this is all hand soldered, hand done in sterling silver, right? Like
That's
this
crazy.
is like crazy town. So if you would like this one, this is called the Quartz Mountain. It takes you into the enchanted forest to bring you deeper wisdom about your life.
Quartz Mountain.
And that's the intention.
That's cool.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
I like the name.
And what I like too is he left a little spot on the front. I'm kind of a sucker for details where you could charge other things in there. Like you could put your rings in there at the end of the day, or
There's
I don't
a
know.
frog in there too. There's a turtle.
Is
and
it a
frog
frog
in the shell.
shroom? No? Okay. Well, anyway. I tried. This one is $3.99 for the Enchanted Forest altarpiece. Isn't that
Quartz
cool?
Mountain.
It's the Quartz Mountain.
I like that.
Very different from the one that I traversed in my day.
I wouldn't call it traverse.
I climbed it slowly. I was the last one.
Very slowly. That was very slow.
I went to Joshua Tree, and there's a quartz mountain there, and we decided to climb it, and I was really high, and so I climbed it in flip-flops, and I ended up getting in trouble because...
I call it stumbling.
Okay. I did climb that mountain, and if Brooklyn is here, she will attest. So Brooklyn was behind me, pushing me up so I wouldn't fall down, and I got in trouble because I was the last one and we were falling behind. But I honestly couldn't walk very well.
Speaking of falling behind, we got a lot of stuff to... This is the second one that we have of the night.
So we begin. Isn't that funny? Super cool. All right, now this one, this is really different. I called this stillbite earlier. It's not stillbite, it's dolomite. Sure looks like stillbite, but
it's like a throne.
This one is a totally different intention. This is called the Spirit of the Moon. Isn't this beautiful? It's got a coyote on the front. Do you see?
It's got
and a
two
bear.
coyotes.
Are there 2 coyotes?
Yeah, 1, 2.
There you go.
Howling at the moon.
They're howling at the moon. There's a bear on the side.
Cactus and a bear.
Isn't that cool?
And there's the moon up here.
And there's your 3
star.
points again, which seems to be kind of a feature that he does with these altar pieces. Isn't this one cool?
And they're beautiful pieces.
Now, dolomite is a harmonizer of energy. So it brings disparate energies into balance. It's also really important for manifestation. Now, dolomite also has two physical healing properties. It helps with insomnia. Anybody else kind of an insomniac? And then it helps with migraines. So this would be one to keep by your bedside. It actually helps to prevent nightmares. So it's sort of like sodalite. Sodalite and dolomite have those properties of preventing nightmares. Other kind of weird fast fact about this one is that it's also said to be a healer of the central nervous system, dolomite. So for me, as someone with MS, and some of you have lupus and other conditions that affect your central nervous system, you know, RA in our community, there's a lot of people. So anyway, if you have central nervous issues, this could also be a really powerful physical healer for you. Isn't that cool? Now this one is, the quartz points on this one are all Lemurians, which is a little bit different. The other quartz points were not Lemurian. They're beautiful, but they were not Lemurian.
There's some amazing etchings on the side of this one, right here.
It's super juicy clear. I love it when you have a nice clear Lemurian because you can really see what they call the staircase to heaven. Lemurian quartz is said to be the quartz that the high priests and priestesses in ancient Lemuria
Can you see the etchings in there at the base?
Put all their wisdom into. Ooh, there's a shaman portal in
That's
that
what I'm saying. There's two.
You see the hexagon? I almost see like a spirit guide inside of that one.
There's two. Take a look at this for a second here. Look at right in there. See that?
Well, there is a second one. It's like ooh.
Right?
These are cool, you guys. I did not notice that before.
Because off to the side a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
There's one in the front, or toward the front, and the one really on the side.
It's really pretty. I mean, I've seen a lot of Lemurian quartz in my life, but you don't always see them this clear, and and then to see the shaman portals on the side. So a shaman portal is where another quartz point was growing in, and so it's usually hexagonal, but it's kind of like a crater inside of the quartz, but it's all geometric.
So you can see it almost looks like there's another point coming up there on the side.
Yeah. Super beautiful, you guys. Do you see it? There's a triangle inside of it. Do you see that one? I don't know if you see that. I feel like there's a spirit guide in there. I don't know. What are you gonna do? All right, so this one is $549. It's the only other altar that he did. Isn't it beautiful? It is the Spirit of the Moon.
Pretty rad.
Really cool. Is that one continuous piece of dolomite, or did he do one on the back and one on the bottom?
One on the back, one on the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Really, really cool. I haven't seen crystalline dolomite clusters like that before. Not like that. So anyway, congratulations if you're getting one of those altar pieces today. We've been hanging on to those, waiting for today, because they're incredible. And that's really that's owning art, you know what I mean? But it's also owning something that you'll have forever. And I've had a lot of his pieces, like I've had a bracelet from him for at least 20 years. And it's never even tarnished on me. I've never had to use a polishing cloth on it. I don't know, there's some kind of magic behind his pieces that are uniquely beautiful. It is it's like a chair for your spirit guides to sit down and watch you and hope for the best. I feel like my spirit guides watch me and just go,
what are you doing? No, that's more me.
I really do. Sometimes I look up and I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'm trying. I know it doesn't look like it. Shit. This is why I'm still human. Shit. Thanks you guys. Yeah, the balloons. I have to give big thanks to Claire and Rachel on my team who made those balloons happen. I think they're super pretty.
Big thanks to Nick who helped me carry them up the stairs.
Nick helped him carry them and set them up. That was the situation. So anyway, congratulations.
You mean you don't want it straight? You want it in an arch?
Well,
leave it to the dad and son. It's a quasi arch. It
looked like a big
tilted
balloon.
Arch.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
So I come in and it's just sticking straight up.
Okay. It was hitting the ceiling, you guys.
Straight up. So I walk in and you try to be positive, right? And I was like, that's supposed to be an arch? And he's like, how is it gonna be an arch or whatever? And he's like, I'm just like, well. Otherwise, it's just a big balloon rocket penis for our 10th anniversary.
Yeah, well.
Could blast off in that. Anyway, it's an arch.
shaped it, kind
We
of.
made it happen. Congrats to Allison who got that piece.
Congrats.
Cheers. Yeah, it's beyond, you know?
Debbie, because they're so heavy. Yeah, we worked really hard to get those up the stairs.
If you need a balloon arch installed at your house that looks very phallic, please reach out to David. He'd be happy to haul that up the stairs and stick it in your
I
space
hear
for
I
your
hear they're available on Amazon now.
penis balloon arches.
Yeah,
They're not arches.
courtesy
they're just
of
shooters.
Senor Bezos.
It didn't look like his rocket. Rocket penis.
Johnson, that looks like a huge.
Okay. Oh, I'm so excited to talk about this. Okay. I'm going to teach more about Ankhs next year because I've been doing a lot more research. Actually, I'm going to be talking about Ankhs coming up too in
What's that
perfume
animal?
around
It's
the world.
not a duck. It's a goose. Sounds like ox. Ox.
Really?
Ox. You know
Really?
what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, right?
What?
Yeah.
What
It's like
just
a
happened?
goose or geese. Sounds like when
It's
you
not
say that.
honk, it's
When you
honk.
say that, it makes me think of that animal.
And when you say that, it's hard for me now to talk about this in a serious way. This is a very serious thing. It's not a honk, it's an onk. There's no H. You collect onks, Lorena? No, we're moving on. I'm absolutely moving on. It's too early for this. Okay. Now, onks, and I'm going to be, because it's, oh my God. I love you, Alexis. I miss you, Alexis. Okay. Onks. Have you been drinking?
Not yet.
No, the bottle is closed. What is wrong with you?
There's other bottles.
Don't answer that question. There's a lot more. Okay. And look what you started. Be a good role model here. Now you've got other people doing it. Okay. I love it. Sen is like, I need that skull. Okay, hold on. Let's regroup. Okay. The ANKH. Rocket Man. Okay. The ANKH that shall not be named because people are abusing it today. The ancient Egyptian me is absolutely like turning over in her grave. Like, how dare you call this that? Ankhs are very special. It is a. I'm not going to say it again, but I said it one more time. I swear. I think he had a beer or something before we came up here. Okay.
He's not wrong.
What is this? So there's a lot more mystery to this than I've ever taught, because I've been learning more about this particular symbol. I'm going to be teaching more about it next year. One of the things I'm kind of obsessed with right now is the integration of masculine and feminine energies. I'm finding that it's kind of the key to everything. We're all masculine and feminine, no matter how you identify, no matter what equipment you came with or what equipment you have. We all have masculine and feminine. And the work of spirituality is to figure out how to balance those two things. If you're too feminine, that doesn't work. If you're too masculine, that doesn't work. It's all about this sort of eternal dance that we do between the masculine and the feminine. And this is the work that we're doing in Soul Shift right now. So we had these carved out of Aventurine, green Aventurine, which is the stone of good luck, new beginnings, and fertility, and growth. This is just a stone of growth. So we think of it as a prosperity stone because it, like in my plants, if you came down to my garden right this minute, you would see this stone all over my garden. I have a couple pounds of it, rough pieces. When I plant something new, like I just planted a succulent yesterday, I always put a piece of green Aventurine at the roots. So green Aventurine is that. These we had hand engraved with all of these different hieroglyphs that represent the balance and the union of masculine and feminine.
Can I just stop you for a second? Somebody hand engraved this.
Yeah, I know, it's really crazy.
I mean, that's just an easy thing to gloss over, but it's not like it was out of clay, right?
No, I mean, it's literally chiseling.
Not to diminish, clay, but like.
And they're under
that's
under
hard.
$75. Okay. They're 4.5 inches. I only have 50 of these, and that's like literally all we have. I wanted to get more because I wanted to bring it to sagegoddess.com, but they couldn't make any more.
Because they're carved by hand.
They literally are. Every single piece is slightly different. Isn't that cool? So now it is a healing tool, how the Egyptians used it. So they would actually place it over the body because they believed that the energy of the masculine would flow through and be anchored, and the energy of the feminine would flow through and be anchored. So this was literally considered the key to life. People call it the symbol of everlasting life, and it is that, but that's not all it is. It's kind of how everything with Egypt is. Like, people go, oh, everlasting life, and then that's all you ever hear. But they considered it the key to life because it is the capacity finally to integrate all of who you've ever been, right? We've all had multiple lives. You've been male, you've been female, you've been everything in between. I mean, in ancient times, I believe we were actually hybrid creatures, hybrid human and animal. So we think it's scary enough being masculine and feminine. Try being half ibis, half human.
I do bark sometimes. This makes a lot of sense.
If you were half animal, you would definitely be dog.
Yeah.
I'm definitely cat.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about this
Leo.
morning. And Virgo. Virgos are kind of like puppies, like kind of like angry puppies.
Although you do say I'm a service penguin, so kind of like part
you
penguin.
You are kind of a service penguin. Anyway, I'm going on.
Can I show that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you feel like you know enough about the Ankh now? I just like to talk about the Ankh. So the Egyptians, were buried with it, holding it, right, or on top of the mummy. But a lot of times you would find mummies with the hands, and they would have the Ankh inside of it. It was also considered a key to the gates of the afterlife. So this was a very important symbol in ancient Egypt.
This would make a rad,
much more powerful.
Pendant. Put a chain through that.
I'm gonna say maybe not for you. I think people. I don't know.
Flava Flav, right? Like, you could totally.
I'm not sure he could carry it.
What?
Maybe not with the Cooperstown shirt.
Probably not.
It's a little bit of a weird mashup for me.
Yeah.
From
Egypt to New York.
I mean, I'm not saying that people in Cooperstown are not evolved, but I'm just saying, like, it's baseball and everlasting life and integration. Like, it's a lot for me. It's a lot for me.
It's an everlasting sport.
All right, these are $74.
And we have
I have 50 of them. So hopefully if you want one, you're able to get one, and that's all I have. These took forever to have made, so I don't even think we're going to have more of these for the holiday, unfortunately. But I was really excited to get them for the sale. I wanted them for today for the anniversary because I thought, what an amazing tool to offer you. To hold in your own energy field, right? To place on a client's energy field, especially if they're doing some of this Kundalini work to balance and align. Isn't it beautiful? So congratulations if you're getting one today. It's one of my favorite things in the whole sale.
There's like two batches of people in the group right now. There's some that are like Flava Flav, and there's some where you're like, I need to go Google that. How do you spell that?
I love Flava Flav. I do. But I grew up in the '80s, and I was a serious rap fan in the '80s. I still love hip hop a lot.
He's that rapper that wore the clocks around his neck.
Remember the clock?
Yeah.
What time is it?
You've probably seen that. Anyway.
He used to be on, what was the show? Yo MTV Raps.
And then he was on that other one, like where they put all of them together in like a house
Raps.
or something like
Never
that.
missed it. Because I like to dance. I used to go to clubs. Back in the day.
The club?
I was into club.
I never did that.
Yeah, not even with me, really.
No, because I don't think I was old enough, when I got off the market to
Do you want to go to the club?
To go out to a club. I don't think
I'll take you to a club. Flavor of Love. That's right. That was a fun show, wasn't it? I just think he's cool. Kayla says you've got her in tears right now. Yo MTV Raps. I'm going to watch episodes of that later. I really loved it all. Public Enemy.
Number one.
What are you doing? Are you going to take that?
I might. I'm slightly inclined to keep it.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, see, Nathan said you missed out because clubs were everything. Clubs were everything.
Happy anniversary to me.
Congrats, you guys. Oh my God, Ed Lover. Do you remember Ed Lover? Ed Lover was awesome. Biz Marquis died while we were on vacation, and I got a text from my brother, and all it said was R.I.P. Biz Marquis, and I was really sad about that. It's like the end of an era of 80s rap. Anyway, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. See, Maruta made the connection. It's shaped like a bat with a ball on the top. That's the Cooperstown Ankh connection.
Look at that. All I need is a chain.
You know what, Maruta? You made it make sense, and I really like that, and thank you for that. Okay, he does look sexy in a bracelet, I have to say. I get really excited when I see him in a bracelet. This one is beautiful. We have 3 of these, by the way. A lot of you saw this on the trade and you were asking me about it. You're like, oh my god, those Labradorite Ganeshas. And they're all super flash, and they're open on the back. It's adjustable. This is a larger size of bracelet. This one is 8 to 9 inches. It'd be a tad large on me. I'm a 6.5 bracelet size. Yeah. So, but if you have a larger wrist, an 8 to a 9 inch wrist, this is right up your Labradorite alley. And so Ganesha, you're going to hear a lot about Ganesha today because we have a couple different forms of Ganesha. The rose quartz statues behind the bracelet that he's showing you are Ganesha too. Ganesha is the Hindu god who helps you overcome obstacles. And I love Ganesha. I collect Ganeshas. I really do. I find the energy of Ganesha really accessible. And I really do feel like there's this intention behind Ganesha to clear your path. And Labradorite, which is the stone that these cabochons are made of, Labradorite is a member of the feldspar family. And it is the stone of new beginnings, new visions. It's the ultimate new moon stone. So this would be a bracelet to wear every new moon. And what I like is it's going to set the intention that Ganesha helps to overcome obstacles to your dreams, to your visions. Isn't that cool? I just think it's stunning. I love Ganesha too. And I don't know if some of you have been in our classroom when we had it in the old shop. There, I had this beautiful picture of, on the back wall above the daybed, and it was someone praying with the Ganesha in the background. It's still one of my favorite images. So anyway, yeah, now you know how I feel. I just think Ganesha's energy is fantastic. So these are under $400. How many Ganeshas are there on it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Yeah.
6 Ganeshas for you.
6.
And it's, of course, it's done in sterling silver, and it is adjustable. You have the toggle, which is kind of nice. He's a big fan of the toggles. I like it too.
I like the toggles.
Yeah, it's nice.
I do.
My wrists are slightly different sizes. My right wrist, because I'm right-handed, is a little bit bigger than my left wrist. So I kind of like a toggle because if I want to switch the arms, sometimes I'm a little bit smaller on my left.
I'm sure a jeweler could reduce by 1.
Yeah, they could. Or a jeweler could add a loop to this one too. And make it longer for you. That would not be hard at all. Any good jeweler can do all of these things for you. I have a jeweler I love where I live. He's just a sweet, sweet human being. So I always take him on my projects. So this is $399. I have 3 of them. And again, 8 to 9 inches for all of your obstacle removing needs. It sure would be hot in Ruby, Christina G.
Yeah.
Let's make that happen today. That would be good for us to think about going forward.
Yeah.
It's not easy to carve Ganesha at all. We have quite a few carvings in the sale today. We have a Shiva, we have a Hanuman, we have Buddha. What else do we have carvings? Skulls. I just love carvings. I know you guys do too, which is why we brought a lot to this particular sale as well. So there's 3 of those if you'd like one.
And they're honking. They're big. They're the size of my thumb.
Yeah. No, it's beautiful. Really, really pretty. So congratulations.
Congrats.
New beginnings and overcoming obstacles. Yeah, did you see my ring? I'm going to have Dave show you. This is not in the sale, by the way, but they are on sagegoddess.com. We had these made for the anniversary. It's a peacock in Labradorite. Isn't that pretty? Those are all hand carved. And those are our adjustable rings in sterling silver. I was going to bring them to the sale tonight, but we put them on the website today instead. So if you want one of those are over at sagegoddess.com. If you're a Labradorite fan like I am, if you love peacocks.
I like Labradorite.
Yeah, I love it too. You know whose favorite stone that is?
Who?
Zoe.
Is it?
Zoe's favorite stone is Labradorite.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was Morganite. I didn't know that.
Can I tell you a quick funny story?
Yeah.
I know I'm supposed to be like focused, but so this ring was my prototype. It was the first one the carver carved, and Brooklyn sent it home. Was all excited to show me. I was all excited to get it, and so all of a sudden it's not here.
Oh yeah, that doesn't ever happen.
So we're packing to go on our vacation, and so he's like, "Don't even worry about it," right? Which when a 12-year-old tells you it's all good, it's absolutely not all good. Okay, it's probably all bad. She's like, you don't even have to go through my suitcase. I manage this. I'm all good. And she's like, this is my jewelry or whatever. And she's got this bag of stuff. I'm like, where are you going? We're going on vacation. You're not taking jewelry? He's going to pop it, baby.
Go ahead.
I don't like it.
Go ahead.
Just get it over with.
No, go ahead. I'm not going to do it.
Really?
No,
Why are you rubbing it?
Tell your
then?
story.
No, but you're rubbing it kind of.
I'm not telling your story.
Okay. So it's in her bag. Okay. This ring that is not hers. It's the only one I have. It's my prototype for the anniversary. And she's like, oh yeah, I totally love it. I just really love it. I'm so into it. And I'm like, can we have a conversation first? I knew he was gonna do it. He likes to pop my cork. That does feel good.
Yeah.
I like champagne.
Of course.
Anyway. So I got it back from her, that little person who said it's all good. I don't have to look in her suitcase. Nothing to see here, anybody. Meanwhile, can I finish the story? Here's the exclamation mark at the end of that sentence. Didn't pack a toothbrush.
Nope.
So we're all good here. Nothing to see here, right?
Nothing to see.
She packed 10 rings and not a single thing to brush her darn teeth. Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Oh, you haven't poured yours yet. So anyway, that's what it's like to raise children if you haven't had that particular experience. Maybe your kids are better. Maybe they actually pack a toothbrush and not 19 rings when they go on vacation. One of those which doesn't even belong to them. Cheers. This is a Veuve Clicquot. This is the good stuff. I'm a big fan of rosé champagne. I like a pink champagne. But Veuve, you can't debate with Veuve. It's just the good stuff.
Cheers, you guys.
I think this has been in our wine fridge for about 4 years.
Maybe 10.
This was a gift from somebody, and I think we just saved it. So anyway, cheers.
Oh, that's good.
That's real good.
Real good. Tastes so good when it touches your lips.
Anyway, I don't have any toothbrushes for sale for you today, but you can find those at a nice CVS or an Amazon.
Maybe the problem is we need to make a gemstone toothbrush. Aha!
I haven't thought of that.
And then...
But I like the electric buzzy one. They don't have those in gemstones.
I'm sure you do.
I like it buzzy. Anyway, congratulations, you guys. Can we do shots? Not with champagne. Shots will be happening. So just so you know, if you're in Soul Shift or Crystal Masters, you guys have an exclusive gem sale on Tuesday with me and Alexis, and she and I will be doing shots.
That's great.
So we're going to be really hammered by about half an hour into the sale.
Claire and I will be on standby.
And he will not be here. So there's going to be absolutely terrible behavior, shots, a lot of inappropriate jokes, laughter, Oscar, and more shots on Tuesday. We'll probably get through about 3 items. I can't wait, Alexis.
Yeah, who's driving that bus?
And then I'm going to call her an Uber and send her home. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, anyway, that's coming Tuesday for you. I think it was Morgan who was like, can we have bad behavior at that sale? And I'm like, dude, what did you think was going to happen? It's going to be horrible and awesome. Okay. Oh, we get to talk about chalcopyrite.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Oh, my Lord. Listen, I may have nothing to sell you at that sale, but you're going to have a good time. Okay, chalcopyrite. I love this stone. It comes from Mexico. By the way, these are under $70 for a 3-inch chalcopyrite sphere, and they're heavy. I mean, that is like a...
It's heavy.
Boom, okay.
Mm-hmm.
When I started SG, I used to carry tumbled chalcopyrite. Chalcopyrite is a smoother form of pyrite. Sometimes when you get a pyrite sphere, it's like got lots of caves and different things in it. Chalcopyrite has a lot of quartz in it, and so it's more continuously gold. Does that make sense? You've seen pyrite spheres before that have like a lot of little windows and cracks and fissures and stuff. That pyrite comes from a different location. This chalcopyrite comes from Mexico. Isn't it beautiful? Now, all pyrite is solar plexus. I think that's one of the reasons I love it so much. I have a pyrite sphere here in my crystal room. It was one of the first spheres I bought myself when I really started collecting crystals. It's about this size too, but for me that was a big purchase at the time. And I love it because the solar plexus has always been my chakra challenge around worthiness and around confidence and we've talked about this before. A lot of you have had similar experiences in your life. I was bullied when I was young, and so most of my adult life has been about healing that and really feeling confident and competent and secure and proud, you know what I mean? Like not feeling insecure or unworthy. And when you have those feelings, it can undermine your ability to manifest. So when people come to me and they're like, I don't know, I've lost my confidence, I've lost my strength, I don't know if I can do it, I don't know if I'm good enough. The first stone I always refer people to when they say those things is pyrite, because it's really helped me over the years and can help you too. We carried chalcopyrite tumbles for like the first 2 or 3 years of Sage Goddess, and then nothing. I don't know if the mine closed. I couldn't get it. It's only been in the last year that I've had tumbled chalcopyrite for you, which I think was last month or a month before, and now we finally have the spheres, but we only have 50 of them. So if this is speaking to you, like Carissa says, need solar plexus medicine, right? And Holden said the same thing. It's amazing, by the way, when I talk about those experiences, how many of you have had those experiences too. And part of what I love is our culture now really takes more action around bullying. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's become more of a banner issue, and I have zero tolerance for it. So, and I think that we've come a long way in terms of managing.
It must have been hard to go through school with natural purple hair. I mean,
I wish I'd had purple hair at the time. Well, now we have cyberbullying, which is a whole other thing.
Oh, shit.
But I'm so glad I didn't grow up with cell phones
It's
and
okay.
internet. Oh my God, you know what I
Be
mean?
best.
Like, oof. Okay, so we have 50 of these. They are $69 for what is, in my opinion, one of the best solar plexus stones. And one of my favorites, my personal favorites too. It was one of the first spheres that size that I brought to my collection. And that's why. Because I love it so much. Why was I bullied? It's a very long story, but it involves a little boyfriend at the time and another girl and kind of a love triangle. Yeah. And it wasn't fun. You know what I mean? So that's why it's just like, stay away from drama, man. You know what I mean?
Amen.
But when you're young, you don't know how to, kind of.
Yeah, it's hard. Like,
you
how
know?
do you not respond to something?
And kids can be so shitty, and especially young girl kids can be really shitty. I mean, older girl kids can be shitty too, but the younger ones are real bad. So actually, what's interesting is most of my life, after that, I had mostly male friends. It's been in my 30s and 40s that I've really built up my female friendships again to build trust, because after you have those experiences, it's like, I'm not doing girls anymore. Only doing guys. So, anyway. Well, thank you for that. I think when you have those experiences, it humbles you, but it can humble you too much to where you really lose your confidence, and that's what happened to me. So if you're building that back up, cheers to you, truly. Rose B had the same thing happen, wasn't even a boyfriend. Yeah. Crazy town. You were bullied for having red hair. I'm telling you, if people are like that, they'll bully you for whatever. Oh, I'm going to bully you because you eat ham sandwiches every day. Really? Like, whatever it is, right? I'm really glad because my kids are compassionate, and my son in particular is like this much drama. He just does not do the drama. He's got like drama repellent. But high school is ahead of us, so we'll see how everybody navigates it. I had no trouble in high school. My BS was in junior high. So my high school, I was fine.
That's kind of how it is, though. High school, there's a lot less of it, I think.
By high school, I had my peeps. You know what I mean? Like, I had found my folks, and I had found my way by high school. Yeah, no, it's really true, you guys. All right, he's showing off the, this is Lemurian Celestial Citrine with watermelon tourmaline.
And a lot of it.
Yo, I mean, he really needs to show you this close up, especially if your vision is as shitty as mine. This is absolute candy on here. It looks like ribbon candy. If you're my age, at the holidays, how they used to sell ribbon candy. It just looks like straight up ribbon candy all over that. Isn't that beautiful? Shitty kitties. Kelsey. Oh, it's funny. You guys crack me up.
So you guys can see.
Isn't it pretty?
Well, I don't know that.
No, that's horrible.
Work. That's horrible.
Can you lay it down on that?
Yeah, it's just heavy. I was
Lay
trying.
Lay her down, Dave.
I was trying, guys. And hang on, though. Hang on. So for whoever gets this, you're gonna appreciate that I just did this. It goes in the stand in a very particular way. And it took me a few minutes to figure that out.
It did.
So I'm just gonna kind of hold this steady here so you can kind of see.
He's looking at me and he's like, you think it goes in this way or that way? I'm like, dude, I don't know.
So the longest tip goes, if you're facing the piece, on the left. Okay? So I'm going to take this out now. I'm just saying that the longest spike that holds it goes on the left.
Did you hear that? Its tip goes to the left.
Tip goes to the left, and then you got this little crevice right in here that's just part of the front. So that'll help you distinguish how to put this sucker together.
I'm not touching any of that. I'm not touching any of that. That's right, Kaisha. It's like, you know what, honey? Leave it alone.
Just let it be.
Just let it be. Let him finish. Joanne said, just stick it in, babe. Okay, now he's going to show you the sugar, right? I'm trying to behave myself, everyone. God, it's hard sometimes. Okay, now you get to see the candy. It's legit candy. I just want to go and be in that mine, don't you? Like, forget even this piece. Like, that came from a cluster of crystals like that. Like, what? Can you imagine the heart pounding of those guys when they open that pocket of that mine? It's like, so watermelon tourmaline, if you're new, is pink and green. They call it watermelon because it's red in the middle and green on the outside, like a watermelon. And those two colors of pink and green are the two colors of the heart chakra, the anahata. So watermelon tourmaline is one of the only stones that has both of the, you know, light rays of the heart chakra. And then this is on Lemurian celestial etched citrine. That's just one big point. Now I have to tell you candidly, if this was my piece, I wouldn't put it on the stand. I would lay it on the floor and snuggle it. Is it double terminated? There's lepidolite in there too.
It's so beautiful.
It is unbelievable. You have to kind of see the whole way around. On the side that's facing me right now, there's some lepidolite. Isn't that incredible? So I would just lay it down and lick it and lay next to it and talk to it and sing songs to it. But you can put it on the stand and stick it on a shelf if you want. I just think, and by the way, this is all etched. So, and that's illuvial, ILLUVIAL, which means it's been exposed to water. How long does a crystal have to be in the ground in water for it to be etched by it? Lots of time. Isn't that incredible? So you can see the purple lepidolite kind of streaks and striations through there. So watermelon tourmaline is going to open your heart. Citrine brings abundance, wealth, and prosperity. Lepidolite helps you relax. It's lithium, right? So it eases anxiety. Oof. This is 18 inches of magic. It's under $2,000. I only have one, obviously. I don't even know. I've never seen anything like that before. So, and oh my God, there's a whole bar here.
Yeah, it's a huge bar that runs.
You can see into the bar.
Right through.
Can you show them that?
Maybe.
Right there. You can actually like touch the bar that's inside. I've never seen anything like that before.
You can touch it easily right down here, but yeah, it goes all the way down.
Oh, I've never seen anything like that before. That's rad. Okay, $19.99.
Oh, you know what else it has? Oh, did you? You might have already said it has the rutile.
No, I didn't say rutile. You're the rutile.
It's got silver rutile.
Spotter.
It's got silver rutile all through here.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's rad, you guys. I actually just get excited to see like who's gonna take that home because it's magic.
I can get a picture.
Isn't that incredible?
Of the
I just think it's cool. It's like the citrine grew over it, but not all the way. So you literally can you can stick a finger in that. $19.99 for 18 inches of magic.
That's incredible.
I know. Yep. You can do all the things to that baby. I'm not gonna lick that one right now.
How did I say it? Together.
We're planning to go to Denver though, and I do plan to lick pretty much everything I see. Because I'm behind on my licking quota. I haven't been to the gem sale since Tucson of 2020. You know, when we kind of had heard about the pandemic, but it didn't seem like it was really going to be here or be a big issue when we were in Tucson. And that all changed real quickly when we got back, and then I haven't been to a gem sale since then. So Team SG and I are gearing up to go in September. We'll see. I mean, everything has to be safe and secure, but we'll see how it is. Very cool. So congratulations to whoever takes that piece home. Isn't it gorgeous?
Nailed it.
You got it. You got it back in. honestly, I think about Denver and my heart starts to skip a beat. I'm so excited to go and see stones and people and be irresponsible.
What?
Just sounds like a lot of fun. I know. Wouldn't it be fun? You're a licker too, Lorena. I love that. Okay, you lick it, you buy it. It's true, Laura. I've gotten myself in some trouble that way. Did you lick that? You have to buy it. Oh, darn.
Don't sit on that chair.
That still is funny. That's one of our stories of Sage Goddess where it's just like the weird things that have happened over the years. The weird things. That was one of the weird things.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Yay! Melissa said Denver's going to be her first gem show. That's really exciting. All right, let's talk about earrings now. This is Tanzanite. These are under $40, you guys. Under $40 for Tanzanite studs. So Tanzanite is one of the Synergy 12. The Synergy 12 is a group of 12 stones that Robert Simmons named as the 12 most important stones for ascension. And I think he's right. And Tanzanite comes from Tanzania, Africa, hence the name. And it's the third eye stone of the Synergy 12. So it's really good for opening your intuition, opening that center of vision, for connecting you to your dreams and desires. You know, I always tell you, manifestation starts at the third eye, it ends at the sacral chakra, right? Like we have to, we birth our visions and then we bring them through the world. So this is to help to open that, that visual screen or that third eye screen. Aren't they pretty? We don't do earrings a lot. We have 2 earrings tonight.
Really often.
And I brought earrings to the anniversary sale because a lot of you have said, like, what about earrings? You know, we love earrings. And you know me, like, I only have one hole. So I don't do a lot of earrings because I can't wear 2. One day I'm going to get my other one repairs, but I'm just not there yet. So I have 20 pairs of these for your visioning pleasure Tanzanite studs. These are $36 a piece. They are 1/4 inch pieces of Tanzanite. And they are set in sterling silver. Aren't they pretty? I know. These are strong though. They are. The backing on them is nice and strong, so you don't have to worry about losing them. I know that's always a heartbreak when you lose a backing to an earring and it's like, where did that go? But these are nicely done. They really are. The backings are nice and sturdy. They're not going to slip and slide all over the place. Has Team SG said it yet? Maybe they did. Yay! So congratulations, you guys. I wish I had more of those. I really do.
I love the
I
color
had a
of
feeling you
Tanzanite,
guys are going to be excited about it.
It's
Oh,
like
you
that
do?
Bluish purple. Yeah.
So surprised that you like it.
Do you? Well,
I had no idea.
yeah, I don't know.
Tanzanite is kind of your stone.
It is.
When he wears his Tanzanite bracelet, I think it's really sexy.
I like that Tanzanite bracelet.
He actually has a radically good intuition, which may not surprise you. I think it's the Pisces moon. His intuition is so accurate, it's shocking. It's really, really true. That's why I always ask him, what do you think is going to happen? Because he's usually right. Thank you, Jen. We're so happy to have you here. Yeah, so congratulations. Enjoy those. I'm really glad. I hope if you wanted a pair, you're able to get one today. Okay, toe rings. I know. I want toe rings too. Did I ever tell you a story about my toe ring? I want to recreate it. It said fuck off, and so every time I would go and get a pedicure, it was like the little, like, you know, kind of snickering.
Oh, that's beautiful. What does that say?
Oh, they would say, oh, what a cute toe ring. What is it? Oh. But my thing is, if you're that close to my foot, that's probably what you should do is kind of fuck off. You know what I mean? Like, if you're really looking at my toes that closely, you need to back up. Right? Anyway, I'll try to I am bringing you a fuck off ring pretty soon. It's just a nice thing to say to people, you know? It's a good conversation starter.
Yeah.
What does that say? Oh. Okay. Where are we going next? Oh, more Tanzanite. Yay.
Well, just because you were on the topic of it.
I'm on a kick. I'm on a roll.
That'd be good.
Don't get stuck. What number is
27
this?
and
Okay.
28. We'll show 27 first.
We only have one of each of these, guys,
Yeah.
so this is
This is like the mother cluster of Tanzanite.
I mean, so what I want you to notice with these, right? Wasn't that funny? You and Dave are like flippy floppy.
Hmm?
Yeah, wait, I do have a fuck off ring coming for you. I wrote it in a very nice font. I had my choice of font for it, and I picked like a really pretty cursive. We'll see how you feel about it when it gets here. Anyway, I want you to take a moment, and even if you're not buying one of these, just look at the carving. You know what I mean? The level of detail and intricacy with these Ganeshas is absolutely mind-boggling to me. Look at the lines. And then what's really cool about this particular designer is they leave the back open, and they leave it completely natural.
Oh, beautiful.
So you get all of the energy of that stone exactly as it came out of our beautiful planet. And that's a gorgeous piece of Tanzanite, by the way. Do you have a flashlight?
I do.
Yeah, I mean, just beautiful. Oh my God, that's beautiful.
It almost looks like Santa there.
Wow. Ho, ho, ho,
Oh,
everybody.
oh, oh.
Wow. I appreciate these things as much as you do. It's like, that is so beautiful, isn't it? So I'll give you like the 30-second on Tanzanite, because a lot of you have heard this before, but maybe some of you haven't. So Tanzanite comes from Merulani, Tanzania. It was discovered at the base of Mount Kilimanjaro, which is one of the highest elevations, as you know. And what happened in Merulani is that there was a massive storm. Now there's rumors that the locals there had already seen Tanzanite, knew of Tanzanite, but they hadn't really mined it the way they do it now. So there was a massive storm. All of the village people left the village. When they came back, the lightning had struck the base of Mount Kilimanjaro and extracted the Tanzanite with the lightning strikes. And so the ground was just covered in these little cornflower blue, beautiful crystals. And so the villagers celebrated. They really felt like it was a gift from the gods. And in fact, it was, because Tanzanite is now really what supports the entire Tanzanian economy. So it created jobs, with every blessing is a challenge, right? I think it probably over-commercialized Tanzania a little bit. There's a lot of other stones that we find in Tanzania too that we love. But anyway, isn't it gorgeous? You want more detail? Lori's asking, can you show it closer for the detail?
Oh, sure.
Isn't that stunning? Absolutely beautiful. So this one is the smaller of the two, isn't it? Or is that the larger?
This is 27. So it's
this is the
slightly
larger. Okay, so this is 2.3 inches. It's under...
No, sorry.
This must be wrong, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's 2.3 inches. These are both under 800. This one's under 800. The other one's under 750. Okay, but you have to keep in mind that's a lot of Tanzanite. You know what I mean? Tanzanite's rarer than diamond.
Yeah.
So truly, it's rarer than diamond. So, excuse me, to find a Tanzanite that big is like no small feat. Isn't that gorgeous? So Tanzanite's going to stimulate your intuition. It's for spiritual advancement and development, and Ganesha helps to remove your obstacles. So that kind of tells you the story there. This one is $799. And then the other piece that we have, which is slightly smaller, that's the larger one. That's the larger one.
No, that one was $799. This one's $749.
Oh, okay. This one is smaller by 0.2 inches. This one is $749.
They're almost the same because of the thickness.
Yeah, this one is shorter but a little bit wider. The other one's longer but a little bit more narrow. But it goes by weight. And congratulations in advance, because this is like crazy town. To find pieces like this is just beyond. Isn't it cool? I can show it to you as well. I can kind of hold it up so you can see.
Yeah.
That's a mother chunk of Tanzanite. Amazing. I know. Congratulations, you guys. Really, truly. Absolutely unbelievable. And the detail in the carving is what blows my mind. This one's pretty cool too, because they left the bottom natural. I can show that to you. They didn't carve the bottom, so they left that natural too. Jai Ganesha, that's right. Isn't that cool? Like, they only carved what they needed to, and they left the rest of it natural, which I think is beautiful. It is absolutely true. So Danny Girl got this one. Congratulations. Oh, I know.
These are honks.
Yeah, no, those are big pieces of Tanzanite. I'm not seeing as much Tanzanite coming out in carvings and things. And I don't know why that is. It could just be a pandemic thing. I'm kind of hoping that's what it is more than anything. So congratulations. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Ganesha's going home. Oh, we have one more Ganesha, I think. Did you want to show them while we are on it, on the jewelry tray?
Which one?
Didn't we have one in jade?
No, we've got.
Oh, we have 2 more Ganeshas.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
want to just show them real quick while we're on the...
I'd rather hold up because I'm trying to space out things we have quantity with things we don't have quantity.
Okay, okay.
Is that all right?
Okay. I do it.
We'll come back to it.
Thank you, Camellia. Aren't they pretty? Team SG put those balloons together. I thought they were super pretty. Okay, this is number 15. Let me find it. All right, these are here because I went and got them. I'm so obsessed with this. No, truly. I reached out to the only person who mines this and cuts it in the world, and I was like, please, 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 please tell me you have more. I kept one of these. I gave Zoe a small piece of tumbled because I wanted her to have it. Because, I mean, until this last year, I had never seen golden lepidolite. And so we had a few pieces of this for you at a previous sale, and I was like, oh, for the anniversary, could you please give us more of the yellow lepidolite? And that's what this is. Isn't it stunning?
It's amazing.
Now, these are expensive because they're very rare, right? So this is not your mama's lepidolite. This is, you can show them with the flashlight because it does really put on a light show, like behind it. How the light comes through it. It's actually, when he turns it to the side, it's translucent and you can actually see the sheets. Can you turn it more on its side? You can actually see the sheets. Do you see the little lines? Lepidolite forms like pages of a book over thousands of years. Do you see how many pages of a book there are? And so it takes thousands of years to form each one of those layers. And there's only one place in the world where this stone comes from, and it's a tiny, tiny, tiny pocket. So this is all I have. This is it. I mean, literally, when I asked for these for the sale, the person was like, this is everything we have. So if you want one, this is kind of your last chance, as far as I know. Maybe Tucson next year, maybe.
Maybe. But
there's no guarantee. Aren't they beautiful? So this is a personal thing for me for the anniversary because I wanted to make sure everybody who wanted one could get one.
Okay.
I have 28 of the small, which is 2 to 2.5 inches. I have 16 of the medium, which are 2.5 to 3 inches. It's up to you. I mean, the smaller one is under $200, and the larger one is under $220. It's not that much of a price difference.
They're just rare,
but it's just slightly different. I kept a small one, if you want to know. But my hands, I have little fairy hands, so I like to be able to actually close my hand around a palm stone. So the size I like is the smaller one. If you're doing crystal healing, I mean, this is like, we talked about solar plexus earlier. This is like a holy shit solar plexus stone. Isn't it beautiful, Keely? Yeah, Keely's like, I didn't even know about this. And that's why I wanted to bring it back for the anniversary, because some of you are like, oh yeah, I saw that last time, but a lot of you may not have been there. We always have new people or people who missed a sale or whatever, so I really wanted to make sure that anybody who had missed it had a chance. And lepidolite is micanized lithium. So this is golden lithium, basically. This is like to relax you and strengthen you. So I kept a little tumbled piece for Zoe because I thought this is the ultimate, like, get through high school without drama stuff. So the small pieces are $199. I have 28. And the medium pieces are $216. I have 16 of them. And that is it for golden lepidolite. By the way, some of these have black tourmaline in them. On the small one, there might be a little tiny. Not all of them do.
Oh yeah, I see it on the side.
But some of them do have black tourmaline in them. They grow
See
together.
those little dots?
Lepidolite always grows with tourmaline. And such is the case with these. You have a little bit of black tourmaline and some. Oh my God, you guys, look at that! It's like it's mesmerizing. So yeah, so as soon as Team SG posts it, you can have at it, and
Right. This would be rad to have Sylvia.
I would do a smaller one, I think, for that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Now she's gonna say no because it's so soft.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't think she can electroform that. She did a piece though with sphalerite. I don't know how she did it though. She didn't electroform it, which she didn't heat it. I think she made a bezel for it, so she might be able to do something like
That's
that.
cool though. I mean, that would just
Poor
in
Sylvia.
the sun.
She's gonna write to me and go, "Don't tell people I can make a lepidolite cabinet." Poor Sylvia. I love Sylvia. She's in Spain. She's on the
That's good.
on the trail right now.
Good to get away a little bit, yeah.
Not Spain, Portugal. Anyway, Cheers, you guys. I hope if you wanted one, you're able to get one, because that's one of those things where it's like,
That doesn't come along.
I don't have a secret stash that I haven't told you about. That's all there is for the palm stones of that material. Yeah. That was another one where it's always like, oh, I really like this one, I'll take this one. And I'm like, no, and absolutely not. You can have a nice piece of tumbled for your collection. Okay, but now we're, okay.
Well, because I'm trying to balance out, like I said. I'm trying to balance. This thing, it sheds.
He's having some...
It sheds. You get a lot of, like, the little pillow stuff sheds.
You get fuzz for free.
It's free fuzz.
Yeah, you could leather wrap it. That's right.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, that's a smart way to do it. Because in the sun, I mean, if it just bounces this much on the light, little bit of light we have in this room, what's it going to do outside? That's why I was thinking, like...
It would be beautiful.
It'd be almost like you've got a...
Whatever she did with the sphalerite, she could probably do with that, because it's about as soft. Sphalerite, like, you blow on it and it cracks, right? So
I'm going to save the moldavite for later.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
We'll show these two.
Okay.
And then...
So these are monk pieces.
What's a monk piece?
Okay. So my friend Volko, who's a magic man, and a lot of you have met him through me or met him on your own, has been doing this work for a long time. And he has a monk, a Buddhist monk in Bali, who makes jewelry for him in sterling silver and 14 and 18 karat gold. And he prays and meditates while he makes the jewelry, and you can feel it. His pieces are very expensive, but it takes like 2 weeks per piece. Okay, so you can see that one's marked. Is it 18K? I can't see very well, but is it 18K? Yeah, 18K. Every little detail on his pieces are done by hand. A lot of you are collecting the monk jewelry. I don't blame you. He never does the same thing twice. Every single piece is different. And again, even if you're not buying it, appreciate the detail, right? Look at the bail. The little gold details are all hand applied, right? You can see the hand hammering on the silver. That Ganesha is hand carved out of jade. It's incredible quality jade, by the way. Isn't that beautiful? And so we've already talked about Ganesha as the Hindu god of removing obstacles. Jade is the stone of business success and endurance. This is removing obstacles to your business success. So a lot of you have businesses that you're building or starting, and what a great talisman that would be for you for your own journey. We're celebrating Sage God's journey today, but you have a journey too.
Super collectible.
These pieces are. There is something incredibly rare and special about them. This is the smaller one, I think, Dave?
It is, yeah.
Okay. This one does not have a stone on the bail. This one's under 600, just to kind of get you prepared. Isn't that beautiful? But this particular Ganesha, like when you look at the hand, how it's raised and stuff, each time someone carves a Ganesha, it's totally different. And each time they carve it, there's different details. We have 4 more of the medium golden lepidolite palm stones, and that's it. So if you missed it,
like anymore.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. So this one is $599 for the jade Ganesha. The monk jewelry. I can show it to you on me too. I love it too. I wanted to bring you a few of the monk pieces because they're my favorites. We've been bringing you these monk pieces. It started with me. I bought one of the monk rings, and then I came back, and my whole team was like, whoa, 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 right? So then I got Brooklyn a ring, and then I got Alexis a ring, I got Clara a ring. Can't remember there's a couple people on the team I gifted rings to. And then our customers were like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm like, okay, so now we gotta, but he doesn't make that many pieces. Maybe we have like a dozen a year or 2 dozen a year, something like that. It's not that many.
I think we have 3 tonight, 4 tonight.
Well, we saved quite a few for tonight,
which is unusual.
The anniversary. So
congratulations on that.
I know. Isn't it incredible?
This is the second one.
Here's the second one so you can see it. Now this one is more expensive because it has a ruby and more of the 18 karat gold detail. Isn't that incredible? Open on the back. Again, look at the quality of that jade. Isn't it stunning? Absolutely unbelievable. You can actually see under his trunk, can't you? That's really cool. When they do that, it is dimensional and you can see under the trunk in the carving. Like, that's taking it to a whole new level. Isn't Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so the first piece is still available, I believe, for $5.99. This piece is $6.99. Again, more 18K, and then there's the ruby on top. So $5.99 for the slightly smaller piece that's all sterling with the 18K but no stone. $6.99 for this piece, which is all sterling but more 18K with the ruby. $6.99. And that's all I have of the jade pieces for tonight, I think, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have one more, but it's a different carving. It's a Buddha.
Oh,
So
sorry.
I do have a jade Buddha tonight, but these are all of the jade Ganeshas. So Sarah got the first piece. Congratulations,
Congratulations,
Sarah.
Sarah.
It is breathtaking, truly. And I wish that you wear it in perfect health. I hope it removes all your obstacles to your own success. I thought that was kind of a cool thing for our anniversary because we're celebrating our success tonight and our growth and our path and everything in celebration with you and in gratitude to you. But it's kind of cool to celebrate your growth too.
Absolutely beautiful.
Mm-hmm. So congratulations, you guys. Yeah. Aren't they beautiful? I love it too. I love it so much. What was the first crystal Dave collected? I don't know. That's a great question.
Oh, no. I'm not sure.
He wasn't really a collector, so it would have been something during our time together, but I'm trying to think of what... I've gifted him a lot of pieces over the years,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to think of what your first one would have been. I don't know.
I don't know.
I really don't. Probably something blue.
Probably something
You know what I mean?
blue.
Chances are, kids.
Probability's high.
Somebody's saying, oh yeah, I like that question too. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Now we're going to talk about Pachamers. We have two different sizes of these, which is kind of fun. I like that we have a small one and a medium size, a little baby and a bigger baby. The smaller ones are under $45. The bigger ones are under $65. The smaller ones are about 1.5 to 2 inches. That's the size Dave is showing you there. And the bigger ones are about 3 to 4 inches. So these are among the more affordable items in the show today, but I'll tell you also among the most important. So you've probably heard of Herkimer quartz, right? These are naturally double terminated quartz points that come from Herkimer, New York. And they're beautiful. And they're all double terminated. The reason that matters, oh, look at the etchings on that, like blow your mind. Look at the etchings on that. So in Herkimer, New York, these really beautiful clear crystals, quartz crystals, grow double terminated, which makes them a transmitter. So they send and receive energy. They're really powerful as crystal healing tools because they allow you to raise the vibration and extend that vibration. You can use these to open circles, close circles, activate grids. It's just a kind of an all-purpose tool. So in Pakistan about I think 10 or 15 years ago, they found a mine of very similar double terminated crystals. So instead of calling them Herkimers, because they're not from Herkimer, they're called Pachamers because they're from Pakistan. So same energy, same beauty, same quality, much less expensive. If that was a Herkimer diamond, the other one, it would be probably at least $100, maybe slightly over $100.
Yeah.
So they're a little bit more affordable, but I'll tell you something, same energy. It's because a lot of people believe that Herkimer diamonds, yeah, we see you, Christina. A lot of people believe Herkimer diamonds are the highest vibrational quartz points on the planet, and I tend to agree. There's something about naturally double terminated. I love Herkimers, I love Pachamers, and I love Tibetan quartz.
Rainbow in this, if you can get it.
Those are my 3 favorite naturally double terminated. So I have 27 of the small. These are $44, the one he's showing you right there. And then I have 20 of the larger size, which are $64. And again, it's 1.5 to 2 inches, and then 3.5 to 4 inches. That one is actually a little bit on the small side, but so the one you'll receive is between that and about 1/2 inch larger. So if you don't have double terminated quartz in your collection, today is the day to get one. Aren't they beautiful? And congratulations.
I like Herkimers and Pachamers.
Yeah.
I think they're nice pieces.
They're beautiful pieces.
They've
and
got a lot of character to them, and that's one of the things. It's like you can find quartz, and quartz is typically follow certain regimens, right?
Yeah.
But then you can find the Herkimers and the Packamers, and there's just a little bit more character to them sometimes.
They're
which is kind of fun.
They're usually etched.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
that angle you had on the bigger one was really cool because it was almost like a castle.
Yeah.
And your piece is going to have things like that. So take a few minutes with it when you get it.
Yeah, play with it.
Sometimes there's water bubbles in these too.
Yeah,
so
be on the lookout. Yeah.
We did not check them.
Yeah, be on the lookout for that.
I wish we could, but it takes a lot of time. And sometimes we don't have the time to do it. So I would definitely spend a little bit of time going through and checking for water bubbles in your piece because you might find one.
Water bubbles.
Which is in hydro. What kind of lip gloss did she bring me?
I don't know. And she was really clear about wanting it back too. Our daughter, Athena, was like, "Hey, could you bring me my lip gloss that you took?" And she, "Oh yeah." And then she like gave it to her and was like, "I'm gonna need that back."
Is he drinking from it?
Oh, the little.
He's on there, I think.
Oh, he is. Yeah.
Cuties.
Little hummingbird. Put a little feeder back.
Yeah, he put a feeder outside the window for me because I have all these hummingbirds, and he's right there. He's going.
He's right there. Anyway, congratulations, guys, if you got one.
Yeah, if you got one, you will love it. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And why not wrap that and wear it? You know what I mean? Quartz is very important. You know that I wear quartz every day.
And rainbows.
If you're new to crystals, quartz is, the most powerful crystal you can work with to raise your vibration. And you need to raise your vibration because when your vibration goes lower, that's when you're more susceptible to disease and depression. Everybody's so focused on immune health right now, but, quartz is kind of the original immune booster. So why not do it, right? Can't hurt. Yeah. I know. The hummers are so cute. We have so many in that tree right there, so it's kind of fun to see them come and drink their water.
They're sweet.
Okay. Ooh, these are fun too.
Although they can be feisty, right?
Well, there's some shitty ones.
You get a couple of them together.
There's like bully birds, like bully hummers.
It's like, dude, you're a hummer. You're like the smallest possible bird on the pecking order.
You can still be shitty if you're small.
Yeah. Kind of like a tiny dog.
I've met some small shitty people.
Some
Have you?
Yappers. What are you saying?
I'm not talking about you.
Oh, okay.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oy.
Morgan said, could we put a quartz crystal in the freezer and then use it in a drink? That's brilliant. Why
Yeah,
not?
just don't throw it down the drain with your ice.
Yeah, maybe we'll do quartz shots on Tuesday. Alexis, remind me, I'll put some quartz in the freezer for us. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so
Hula, hula, hoop, and flow. Please make sure that is in your profile at sagegoddess.com because that's a hard one to look up.
She has them.
All right.
Yeah, she's good. All right, you ready? Let's talk about blue opal. These are gorgeous. We have one of each of these. We've had other blue opal carvings for you before. Tonight it's Shiva on the left and Hanuman on the right.
Ah.
I don't think it's good to throw Hanuman.
Nope. Like bad luck.
If you've been on a tour of my crystal room here with me, you know I have an altar to Shiva at the entrance. Shiva is the supreme deity in the Hindu tradition.
That's rad.
That's really cool that they did the
That's
Om on the back. I know. So Om is that symbol, and that's the sound of the name of God. I'm sure you know that. It's also the seed mantra for the crown chakra. And on the front there, that's Hanuman. Now you might be saying...
Loretta, hit refresh, and then you'll be caught up to us in the feed, okay?
You might be saying that's a monkey. It is a monkey. Hanuman is one of the incarnations of Shiva. And Hanuman's mother was turned into a monkey as a punishment. So here he is as a monkey. That's sort of a long story. But Hanuman is the face of Shiva that represents strength and protection. Hanuman is the ultimate strength and ultimate protection. So it's a very important, if you have any kind of like prayer altar, what they call a puja altar, in India, it's important to have a representation of Hanuman for strength and protection. This has been hand carved out of Austrian blue opal. Isn't that amazing?
Opal.
And it is under $230. So if you would like, and remember, opal is for transformation. Blue opal in particular is for transformation around expression. So this is a reminder that you're safe to express, you're safe to articulate, you're protected in your communications and your expressions. Isn't that beautiful? Hanuman monkey toe. I don't know how he feels about that. Does Hanuman have monkey toes?
He's a monkey. What do you think he has?
Well, maybe they're. I mean, if they're really sacred toes, maybe they're not. Maybe they're not monkey toes. They're like
bird toes. He's not Egyptian, right? Where they put a head on a different animal.
Deity toes. This reminds me, we don't have the toe bean poster.
And we don't need it.
We do.
No.
Can you please text Zoe and ask her to bring up the toe bean poster?
No.
I will text
okay.
her.
So focus.
Keep talking
focus.
about Hanuman.
All right. We have one of these. It is $228. Then I will show the next one.
Please bring the toe bean
This comes from
poster.
Bangladesh.
Nope, it doesn't.
It is a representation of
Nope, let me take over from here.
the
Okay, we're all good.
celestial
This is Shiva.
circumference.
No,
of
don't mess with Shiva. Don't do that. Okay. Shiva always has the snake, which is also a symbol of its power, and always has the trident. Now, the trident is one of my favorite symbols. A lot of people attribute it to the Greek god Poseidon, but that's actually a co-opt from the Hindu tradition who came first, right? So Poseidon got his trident from Shiva. And the trident of Shiva represents, again, that magic number 3, right? The past, the present, the future. And Shiva's absolute ability to both create life and destroy life. So Shiva holds all time. Isn't that beautiful? I'm a huge Shiva fan. Boom Shiva is my favorite incense. Takes you right downtown to Funky Town, where you need to go sometimes. But I think this is one of the most beautiful carvings of Shiva in stone I've ever seen. Isn't that beautiful? One of the things I'm really looking forward to, because all the stuff in my office is still packed up, is I have a beautiful Shiva that's carved out of Super 7, and I haven't seen it in 2 years because of the pandemic. And
There's
so somewhere it's sitting in a box, and I'm like, I miss my Shiva. This one is $299, and it's the only one we have, and it's the only blue opal Shiva I've ever seen. We've had some other blue opal carvings, but never a Shiva.
Didn't you get me a blue opal recently?
I got you a blue opal, and it was Ganesha.
Yeah, I like that.
I did. I think it's downstairs, but I meant it for your office.
It's gonna come in. Yeah.
Isn't it beautiful? I like Funky Town too, Allison. We are kindred spirits. Some would say I live in Funky Town, which would not be incorrect. I do feel like I live in Funky Town sometimes. Anyway, congratulations. Om Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. That is the most important mantra. Om Namah Shivaya. What did Zoe used to say? I taught Zoe Om Namah Shivaya, and she thought it was Om Namah Banana. She used to, because there's who is it that did my favorite version of Om Namah Shivaya? I think it's Ram. Oh my God, I'll have to find it for you. Anyway, she used to sing it with me in the car. And then one day I was like listening to her, and I'm like, that's not Om Namah Shivaya. It was like Om Namah Banana. Oh, Banana Shivaya? How did you used to say Om Namah Shivaya? Wasn't it banana?
It was banana.
Banana Shivaya. Om Namah Banana.
Om Namah Banana? I forget.
I'm going to play it for you later.
Thank you for bringing that in. No, thank you for bringing that in.
Anna Banana got one of the large Packamers. Congratulations. Was it Ram Dass? Maybe it is Ram Dass. Have you heard that version of Om Namah Shivaya? You have to download it and play it. It takes me to a whole other dimension. It really does.
We don't need to show this.
But you want to see it, don't you? Okay. Dave didn't know what toe beans were.
I admit it. I didn't know what a toe bean was.
And so this is incredibly important for you.
I don't know that I appreciate the education either.
So what I told Alexis, I messaged Alexis from my vacation, and I said, we have to urgently do Toe Bean Awareness Month.
No, we don't.
But it's really just for Dave.
No. Yeah.
And so I urgently request that you look at your animals tonight and please report on what beans they have. Okay. That's all I wanted to do.
That was not.
But I do want to keep it just right behind him.
We can just move that further over to the left.
It's only an awareness month for him because he didn't know. I figure you guys know what toe beans are, but that was a very important part of our show tonight.
Sure is not.
What did you learn tonight? Toe beans?
No.
Okay. It's a very important chart. I should have a pointer.
Oh yeah, and you gotta put your glasses on, like partially down your nose here, and just
There are the pinto
we
beans.
examine the
Most of
pink
our
semi-rotated bean.
mixed beans. Most of us have a mixed bean salad. Anyway, I thought that was very important for you. I love that Team SG actually spent time making that this week. I actually paid people to make that.
Oh god.
That was part of their job this week.
Oh, God.
So I one day think about my employees like
Could we make it for download?
having like PTSD
Maybe we
or
should.
something.
Did we
like,
post it? Did you post it so people can share it?
I had to make a toe bean poster.
Yeah, that's great.
I don't know
I
why
love
I
it.
had to do that.
Why they make me do that?
Okay. I can't sell that to you. That's on Google. You go Google toe
Is it on
beans.
Google?
Yeah.
All right. Thank God.
We just printed it.
All right, good.
It'll
Good.
change your life, though.
Oh my
I think
God.
that needs to go in the packages that we send out because that could change your life to know.
So
that.
our support team would rather we didn't. And it's like
I
then they'll
will
have to
talk
write up
to-
like an
I will
explanation
talk
for
to
this.
Sabrina.
I'm
and
very
sure
sorry
she
you
will
received
agree.
this in your package.
You thought you were coming here for a gem sale, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
But I'm a teacher and I have to make sure.
Focus.
Okay.
Focus.
I think this is really pretty. I'm a big fan of pretty containers for things, and I like natural materials. So I don't think I could have had this made for you in stone.
16.
I'm a mess today, man. I'm still jet lagged. I think that's part of the problem. I have 21 of these. These are hand carved. They're mahogany. They're solid wood, and it's just all the flowers.
They're beautiful.
Isn't it stunning? These are made for us in Bali, and they literally are hand carved. Like if I showed you 3 or 4 of them, they're all really different. Yeah, Alexis is responsible for the toe bean picture, and she did confirm
I'm
it's
sorry,
on Google.
Alexis.
Whatever. She sent me a picture of Rachel holding it.
Oh, Jesus.
She's like, I don't know that Rachel ever thought this would be her job. Welcome to Sage Goddess, everybody.
Sure she didn't.
Isn't it beautiful? So for me, what would go in here, what is going in here, because I saved one of these for myself, is 8-ball. Do you guys know how to make 8-ball? Not the naughty version of 8-ball,
What?
like the Sage Goddess 8-ball. So what I do with a jar like this, just to inspire you, is I dry flowers, I put them in there. I have extra sage leaves, I put it in there. I find a cool plant when I'm hiking, I dry it, I put it in there. I find a rare form of frankincense.
It's like
I
a
buy
mixture
some-
of herbs.
It's my 8-ball is everything I find just kind of thrown into a jar, and then I burn it as incense. And it constantly changes because I'm constantly adding to it and taking away from it. That's what 8-ball is.
So you don't burn the whole thing together, you just pull some stuff out.
I mix it. I add and mix and add and mix. I put crystals in there. I put, sometimes I'll spit in there.
So it's a cauldron?
No. No. You don't burn it in there. Anyway, this is my favorite jar for what's going to be a big batch of 8-ball.
It's a compost box?
You grow your own cannabis, you dry it, you throw it in there.
So you dry it before you put it in.
Well, yeah, because if you put wet stuff in there, it's going to get moldy.
Okay, so it's a post-compost box.
But do you ever do that? Do you ever hike and find a cool plant and look it up and you're like, oh, this is kind of sage. Like I'm going to bring it home and dry it, and then you put it in your 8-ball. And everybody's 8-ball is different, right? Isn't that cool?
Sold, would they? That's funny.
Honestly, and then like when people come over, you can be like, I can show it to you. Can't talk about it. It's my 8-ball.
I might come up with a different name.
Well, I spit in my incense because it's my.
I'm sorry, what?
I spit in my incense.
Did you say you spit like?
Well, I spit on you when you say bad things, as a Greek person, but I spit in my incense for my life force. Look, I mean,
I thought toe beans was like the low point of tonight's show, but apparently not.
I can go lower.
Yeah.
It can get weirder. What, you don't spit in your incense? Shelby's like, how much is it? They are $99 a piece, and I have 21 of them. They are 11 inches by 7 inches of hand-carved mahogany from Bali.
So,
And this is for your 8-ball.
since it's our 10th anniversary, while you
I can pre-spit in yours if you
comment
want.
sold on this, I'm gonna back up to tell a little story. So we were living in the Bay
I don't
Area,
spit like a gallon in there, Anna. I just like a little. It's like a,
and it's a Saturday or Sunday afternoon, probably Sunday, and I'm watching a football game. sitting on the sofa watching a football game. And she's out back doing bundles, sage bundles. And this is before like Sage Goddess, like it was like very, very early on.
It was right at the beginning.
Right at the beginning. She wasn't really telling me what she was doing, that kind of thing.
He didn't know I started Sage Goddess.
I'm watching football and it's during like a commercial break and I'm like, what is she doing out there? What is she doing out there? She's like out there, like
Mom,
out back
meatloaf.
for a long time, right? Like I've been watching this game for hours, right?
Yep.
What are you doing out there? Oh, I'm making bundles. What? You're making what?
You're doing what with what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this thing reminds me of that in the early days.
Yeah, I didn't spit on the bundles, but I do spit in incense.
So it's a spittoon.
Ooh, I like that.
You could like put it on the floor and
Listen, don't
could
put
chew
a bunch of spit.
your tobacco and just
Don't.
kind of.
No, it's just yeah. Some secret can be sexy. He really didn't know I started Sage Goddess, so.
I didn't.
So
what the hell is she doing?
No, it was weird. So 10 years ago today, this is like the quick version of how everything began. 10 years ago today, I had been making white sage bundles with roses. And a friend of mine, I was going to send one to her. She's like, oh, I want one of those. They're so pretty. And so I was like, oh, I'll send one to you. And she's like, no, you made that and you spent time on that. I want to pay you for it. And I was like, well, okay, send me $10 or whatever, or $20 or whatever it was. And so she's like, no, I want you to put it online. I think you should put it online. And I was like, what? I didn't even know what Etsy was. And so she's like, go to Etsy and put it on Etsy. So I go to list I had 2, I think. Okay. I was going to skip one and send one to her. And so I go to Etsy and it says you have to have a shop name. And so I'm like, oh man, what? Okay. I'm like, well, it's Sage and I'm named after a goddess. I'll call it Sage Goddess. That's my shop. I didn't look up to see if there was already a Sage Goddess. I didn't look up to see if there was a sagegoddess.com. I didn't do a URL, a domain search, or anything. I just like Sage Goddess, boom, because I wanted her to buy the thing and I can move on. And so it was about not an hour later, it sold. And so I messaged her and I'm like, oh, I hope you love it, enjoy it. Some of you guys have heard the story before. And she was like, oh, thanks, Athena, but I'm still at work. I didn't buy it. But as soon as I'm off work, I'll check out with it. And I'm like, who the hell bought the bundle? So I looked and it was somebody I didn't know. And then I kind of shit my pants. I was like, what? Like, now I'm scared to send it to somebody, right? Like, what if they don't like it? Or I don't know. This isn't. So anyway, so I'm like, okay, I'll put another one in the shop. I'll send it to this lady who bought this and I'll put another one in the shop. So I messaged her. I'm like, okay, well, somebody bought one. So I put it in there. I only have 2 though. So anyway, she's like, okay, I'll check out later. And so like half an hour later, I get a notification that it's sold. And so I text her and I'm like, okay, enjoy. And she's like, I love you, Athena. I'm at work. Like, I am glad you're excited. I'll buy it later, right? And I'm like, no, you don't understand. I'm putting them in the shop one by one and they're selling. And then she's like, what the hell's going on? And so it was finally like, I had to go and make more. I had to go get more sage and wrap more. And he didn't even know I opened Sage Goddess. So it was like a year later, I had been doing this little by little, started adding a stone. I put Dea perfume in there because I had already been making Dea. And it was like a year later. And so he was like, I think you might have like a business. And I was like, nah, that's not a business. It's just a couple of things I like and these nice people who come in. And he's like, but that's like a business.
It's kind of right. Like you make something, you sell something,
and
make something else, you sell something.
Okay, here's the real shit of it. So I didn't want him to know because all the little bucks I made, I went and spent that on Etsy on shit I wanted. Because,
like I didn't figure that out.
Okay, but we had $0. Okay, it was not a good financial time in our life. So that was my mad money, as my mom would call it, right? Like that was my $20 or my $30 to go spend on other people's Etsy shops. So when he was like, oh, I think this is kind of a business, we should take a look at this, I was like, no, nothing to see here. We're good. You know what I mean? Like, because he's like, well, we should connect that to our checking account so that you could deposit that. I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. So it started out really sweetly as me just wanting to help my friends and have mad money for my own Etsy shopping. And here we are, right? That's a sweet story. That's one of my favorites. Anyway, congratulations on those beautiful jars. I hope you make 8-ball. And if you do, I want to see your 8-ball. And if you spit in it, just a little spit. It's just for the energy of you. It's not for like the real thing. It's a true story. Okay. We're transitioning to one of my favorite things in the sale. Are you ready? This is exciting. Okay. So I found a Mary carving in my travels a couple of years ago. And I gave it to my team and I said, can you find out if anyone who carves for us can make these? Because I have had a real problem finding good Marys. Okay, so they took my original carving and did it in rose quartz and then aura treated it. So this came from my original Mary.
That's like
Isn't
a
that
rainbow,
cool?
yeah.
I'll tell you the peacock situation in a second. We can come back to that because that's a fun story too. Remind me to tell you that. So because I'm really connected to Mary, both to Mary, the mother of Jesus Christ, and also to Mary Magdalene. In some ways, I'm more connected to Mary Magdalene, whose feast day, by the way, was just a couple of days ago. So anyway, for me, Mary is, I have a huge Mary here in the crystal room, as you know. She's a figure of compassion and unconditional love, and she feels like my mother in a way. I always think of Mary as like the mother that we all wanted, that we all needed, who has an never-ending capacity to hold space and love for you. And then, of course, rose quartz is the universal stone of love. And we talked about aura, how that's iridium and titanium and gold, and so it brings all those additional benefits of the metals. Isn't it pretty? So these were made for us from that original Mary, which I think is really, really cool. And we've held on to them for the anniversary. So we have 50 of these. They're under $100. They're 4.5 to 5 inches of Mary magic.
I like how it looks like a rainbow on the back there.
Isn't she beautiful? I know, and I love how the way that I didn't realize it would turn out this way. Because I love the carving of like the layers of her clothing down the back, and it literally goes from like pink to orange to yellow all the way down the rainbow. Isn't it gorgeous? So these are $99. You won't find them anywhere else. And one of my favorite things of the sale. Super pretty, isn't she? So if you're connected to Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene energy like I am, you'll want this. I have the original one that her carving is based on at the entrance here to my crystal room. And she's kind of pointing toward the door. Isn't she pretty? You know what, Jen Berry? That's really interesting that you say that. She said it reminds her of carnival glass. Did you love carnival glass when you were young? I'm still mesmerized by it.
Glass.
Really?
Yeah. What's carnival glass?
It looks like this. It's glass. There was a big company. Anybody know the name of the company that was originally doing it? They used to have it on HSN and QVC too for a little while. There's a company that does it. I think they're on the East Coast. Anyway, it's glass that has that kind of iridescent kind of finish to it. Anyway, I'm so happy that you love those because that was a passion project for me. And I was so happy to find a cute Mary. Some of the Marys are weird and a little creepy and they look angry sometimes. And I'm always like, Mother Mary is not going to look at you like that. This Mother Mary is like, I'm cute and I love you. I almost gave her an Oscar voice. I'm cute and I love you,
Speaking of cute, there was this customer, I think I told you about this, but, who recently bought a small quartz sphere, or a treated sphere, right? And she wrote in and she's like, she was kind of upset. You sold me a fake stone. And so I looked at it, because that's the kind of thing in the support chat that'll catch my eye, right? And I looked at it and I was like, oh, you poor thing.
Because it's aura.
Because it was aura treated. Yeah. So I explained it to her, and she was, happy to hear that, right? But it was so sweet.
Technically, aura is not real in this. I mean, it is. It's
the
metal.
Stone is real.
The stone is real, but it has a treatment over it. But some people don't know what aura is.
But it's really sweet. And so it reminded me, though, about what we do. There is such variety in the stones and the types of stones and the types of carvings and what is done with them, that it's impossible for everyone to know everything, even us.
Fenton glass. And Kaisha grew up right by the Fenton glass factory. Fenton. I have some Fenton carnival glass. Not a lot of it.
Anyway.
How would I compare Kuan Yin and Mary energy? Two faces of one coin. You know what I mean? I will tell you, I really think all of the mother goddesses, if you will, are avatars of one consciousness. Does that make sense? So it's not, for me anyway, I hope this is helpful for you as a response. I don't really so much compare Kuan Yin with Mary, but I think that they are both figures of divine unconditional love and compassion. And I think that face gets inflected because Kuan Yin is one of the female faces of the Buddha. Just like Mother Mary, we identify with Christ energy and Christ consciousness. So I think of them as avatars of one energy. And they just take on different faces. And the reason I think it's so important, by the way, if you grew up in a Christian household, I always say this, if you grew up in a Christian household like I did, you've heard Jesus, Mary, Joseph, wise men. If you grew up in a Buddhist household, you've heard the Buddha, Kuan Yin, other avatars. If you grew up in a Hindu household, you've heard of the Mata, right, the mother goddess, and the faces of that being Lakshmi and Durga and these other goddesses. None of it's right or wrong. I mean, if you grew up in a Christian household and you never heard of Durga, it doesn't mean Durga isn't real. It just means that's not the face of that divine consciousness that you'd be familiar with. So I think all paths lead us home, and it depends on where you live and where you grow up and what you're exposed to. Ta-da, that's my soapbox for understanding deities. So when people are like, is Kuan Yin real? It's like, she absolutely is real if the Buddhist pantheon is your home pantheon, right? If that's what you were exposed to in your life, then that is absolutely real for you, right? Krishna, Jesus, all these. So my favorite, and I've played it for you guys, I've posted it before, Muji does a beautiful invocation where he calls to all of the, it gives me chills, calls to all of the avatars of source consciousness, and he names all of them from all the traditions, and it just gives me chills it's like 3 minutes, but it's so inclusive, and it speaks to you whether you're because he calls upon every avatar, even from more obscure traditions. I'll try and find that and post it for you so you can feel the connection to that. But I think it's just where you are and what you learn and what you're exposed to. But it's all true in that way. So thank you, Morgan, for asking that question, because that allowed us to have that conversation too. And speaking of which, I think this is our last Ganesha of the night. Yeah, I think it is, because we don't have burp. Okay, second to last Ganesha of the night. You ready to show them?
Yeah.
These we saved for tonight's sale. Yeah, and Janisa, hey, Alexis, will you help me remember? And I will post it on the event page for this event. I have it saved on my computer because I listen to it almost every day. So, and I'd be happy to share it with you because it even just thinking about it gives me chills. I'll post it for you later. Okay. These are somewhere on my sheet. Hold on.
36.
Look at Barbara being Barbara, being not Barbara. Oh, there's a picture. That's why I was like, what am I looking for? Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 12 of these. Okay. So, and these are expensive. These are solid rose quartz, hand painted Ganesha statues. Every single one done by hand. They are under $1,000. Oh my god.
It's a herd of elephants.
I have one small, which is 7.5 inches.
That is this guy here.
I have one medium, which is 9 inches. I have two large, which are 10 to 11 inches. And then I have 7 of the extra large, which are 11 to 12
It's
inches.
just gigantic. I mean, just for context.
And they're solid. I mean, it's not like, I don't know what you would think they are, but they're absolutely solid.
Just for context. This goes entry of your home.
Mm-hmm. By the way, it's good luck to have a Ganesha near the entry of your home because it removes obstacles in your home before they even come to you. Well, because he knows how many by our entry do we have?
This is like I come in through the garage.
But next to our front door, we have about a dozen of them. Oh yeah, aren't they beautiful? Oh, you guys. So he really needs to zoom in and show you because I think they're painted on the back too, right? They're just absolutely magnificent. I want you to think. I mean, I know that you guys appreciate this, so I don't have to, preaching to the choir. But like, you have to really think about a human being sitting down and painting each one of these by hand. It's quite something, isn't it? And the level of detail. My hands are shaky, probably because of my MS. There's no way I could do that. It wouldn't look anything like that. That eye makeup would be all fucked up. Ganesha would be like, why don't you sit this one out? You know what I mean? Leave this to somebody else who doesn't have a shaky hand. Are you ready? So the small is under 500. The medium is under 700. The large is under 800, and the extra large is under 1,000. Are you ready? Kilo, I don't even know, honestly.
All right, so we got how many of the small?
Okay, one small, it's $4.99. One medium, it's $6.99. Two large, they're $7.99. Oh, they're so beautiful together. And then 7 of the extra large, $9.99. And again, they are 7.5 inches at $4.99, 9 inches at $6.99, 11 inches at $7.99, 12 inches at $9.99.
I feel like the 12-inch, like the hand is as big as mine. It's like I can hold its hand.
He's like, we're good. Don't hold my hand.
All right.
But he's busy. He's trying to repel all the obstacles. Aren't they gorgeous? Ah. Super, super, super beautiful. So Amrit got the small. Congratulations. I'm excited to see where these are going home to. Oh, I like that, Dave, because you can see them still.
That's I'm gonna.
That's really nice.
Put them in a row.
That way you can still enjoy them. I know. I'll try. We'd never been able to get anything like this before, so. And then when they came, it was like, we're keeping those for the sale. Aren't they incredible? Yep. So, we'll keep you posted. We'll congratulate you and let you know who got those. Those are some of the most special things that we have of the whole shebang. That's worth saving your pennies for. Yep. Yeah, and congratulations. I'm with you, Kristen McDaniel. She's like,
scoot over for a second so you can see.
Oh, that's pretty.
Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
That's really neat. It's a Ganesha lineup. I like it.
I like it.
Choose your size. Okay, Susan got the large. Congratulations.
And a lot of much.
Oh yeah, and a lot of much.
Yeah.
You guys got the 2, so congratulations, you guys. So the larges are gone. The small is gone. We had 1 of the medium at $6.99, so we'll wait and see on that. And then we had 7 of the biggest size, if you would like one. It's kind of rare that we have more of the biggest. Usually we have more of the smaller.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was surprised when you said that. I was surprised.
Yeah, I was surprised about that too. Russian dolls, that's right. That's the ultimate Russian doll. No, wait, there's a bigger one. No, wait, there's a bigger one. I'm getting distracted by the hummingbird outside. It is, it's a Ganesha family. That's what Zoe would say. It's a mama and a daddy and babies. So congratulations, you guys.
Congrats, you guys.
Yeah, really happy for you. Really, really happy for you. That's
How many do we have at the front?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if I was.
It wasn't a trick question. I think we have like 6 or 12. I don't know.
Is it really?
It's a bunch.
Oh yeah. Because there's.
That's where all my stone Ganeshas are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Every time I go to Tucson, I buy 1 stone Ganesha. It's really hard because I only allow myself to have 1, and usually there's like 2 or 3 that are really cool, and I'm always like, which one do I choose? So, congrats, you guys. Yep. All right. Aw, I love seeing them use it. I wasn't sure they were, eating from it, so it makes me happy. Although he's shy.
He's a little shy.
I won't look at you. Okay. This is a beautiful carving too. These are, I only have 5 of these. These are hand-carved lotus flowers carved out of rose quartz. And the pink lotus is the lotus of enlightenment. It's actually the most important lotus of all the different colors because every color has a different kind of property. And thank you for that, Jen. Really means a lot that you guys are here today. I hope you're having fun too, by the way.
Yeah, it's fun.
Next I want to do that rhodochrosite too.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we have 5 of these. They're about 2.5 inches. These are all hand carved too out of rose quartz. Aren't they beautiful? Flat on the bottom, so it sits up on your altar. If you have a Kuan Yin altar, I will just tell you, you need to have one of these to go with your Kuan Yin statue. To me, this is like the ultimate companion piece for that, because of what it represents, which is enlightenment, compassion, expansion, beauty, all of those energy streams. And they're kind of heavy too. There's a lot of rose quartz there. I have one of these at the office, which is also packed. It's not quite this nice. Mine isn't as detailed. Mine doesn't have the carving in the middle, and mine only has 2 rows of petals. It doesn't have the third. Are there 3 or 4? 3 rows.
3.
Mine doesn't have the 3rd row. So yours is kind of an upgrade of mine, but I love mine so much, and I have a little Kuan Yin statue in the office that goes with it too. Isn't that pretty? So these are under $55. I have 5 of them. They are $54. for your hand-carved little lotus of compassion and enlightenment and beauty. Isn't that pretty? They do have that. I agree with you, Helena. She said they have a really soft feminine energy. There is something about the lotus
They're really pretty.
that does. It has that kind of softness to it. I agree with you. Super beautiful. So enjoy. I wish I had more of those too. We should do lotuses. I would like to have a carved blue lotus to go with the pink lotus. Wouldn't that be cool? Like we could do that out of blue calcite or... I know, I wish I had more of those guys. But congratulations. I hope if you wanted one, you were able to get one. I think blue calcite, because the blue lotus is not quite that dark. That fly is sovereign.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Joseph. I always pick Joseph. I don't know. It's my first kind of go-to.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This piece, rhodochrosite has a special place in my heart. Rhodochrosite comes from Argentina, and it's one of the most important love stones. Rose quartz, that we just showed you, is the universal stone of love and compassion, but rhodochrosite's a heart healer. It really is. It's like this bubblegummy kind of bright stone of connecting with your heart, healing your heart. This is the AAA grade stuff.
This is the stuff.
This is the juice. Rhodochrosite, the way it grows in Argentina, at the lowest elevation, it's kind of darker and a little bit more brown. As you go up the mountain, where it gets harder to mine, obviously, it gets lighter pink and lighter pink and lighter pink to the highest elevation, which is where this color comes from. It's also the hardest to get to. And that silver that you see on the front is galena, which is a mineral of transformation and manifestation. So this is a piece that for me really represents, it's very feminine. It almost has like a yoni energy to it. Isn't it gorgeous? Now, this is one of our giveaways for tonight.
Nice.
I wouldn't even know what to charge. What would you say? Probably close to $700 or $800.
I was going to say $700 or $800.
It would be in the $700 or $800 range. We're doing some crazy ass giveaways tonight because it's our anniversary.
You don't get pieces of this quality and this size anymore.
And I honestly haven't seen anything like this in the last like 2 or 3 years. I don't. They're not pulling.
It's nothing coming out of the mine.
Out of the mine, this quality anymore. Is it good for that too? So if you like it, say yes, and I have a couple of giveaways tonight, so this is the first of a few. Say yes, or give it to me, or now, or I want it.
Or please.
Or just, I want it.
Or I want it.
Give me that.
Give me it. Okay.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Let's not bring Brittany into this.
Free Brittany. Oh, God. Here we go. So I'm going to give you guys a second to comment because I want to make sure everybody who wants it has a chance to comment and say yes to it. And then you'll know you got one of the giveaways from the 10th anniversary to heal your heart.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
This is a piece and a half, guys. I tell you, I've seen a lot of rhodochrosite.
He knows rhodochrosite in some ways better than I do. Isn't that cool?
A lot of rhodochrosite.
I know. This is one of the giveaways. I have 3 tonight. We usually have 1, but it's the anniversary. We got to go over the top. So, but this one I know has a home. It is too, right, Serena? I love that so much that you noticed that. That's very, very cool. Okay, this piece. Where are you going? Let's see. All right. If you're new, I get a little kind of tingle up my spine when I see the place this is supposed to go.
Yeah, baby.
All right. I know where it's going.
Where's it going?
It's going to Roxy New.
Roxy New.
Roxy New.
ROX.
She's been here
NEW.
for a long time.
Congratulations.
This is a treat for your heart, cutie pie.
Congratulations.
Mwah. I'm reaching through that screen just to kiss you right on the lips.
Hey.
Congrats, Roxy New. I have a feeling this is going to be some important medicine for you. Mm-hmm.
You're going to love this. Put it on a pillow.
Yeah, put it on a little pillow. Can you make a note, Alexis? We'll send you a little pillow for it, Roxy. I don't know what color. Team SG, just pick a good color for her that goes with it, whatever you guys think is best. And we'll send that to you. Mwah.
We don't have shitty pillows. Just the cats.
I didn't say shitty, did I?
No, but you said pick a good one.
Oh.
As
I
if-
mean, they're all pretty, but like the black would be pretty because it would make the galena pop. But then the champagne would be pretty because it would allow more of the focus to be on the stone. I don't know.
I don't know.
Could go any way.
Maybe something I've never seen before.
Yeah, it could be. All right, cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers to you, darling. There are more giveaways, by the way, so hang tight. The night has just begun. Actually, it hasn't just begun, but we got some good stuff. You're like, I've been here
We're
for
about
2 hours.
18 hours in,
Not bad,
folks.
2
Not just
hours.
begun, yeah.
Whoop, whoop. Okay.
All
Next
righty.
up, my loves.
Next up.
Soda Light. These are fun.
Yeah.
So this stone I wanted to bring. This is actually the sodalite that has the Halloween in it. I call it Heine
Heine?
because I like Heine better than Halloween.
Halloween?
It's Heine. It's a particular mine in Brazil that yields this sodalite that has this extra mineral in it for grounding and stabilizing your energy. This is my favorite
Oh, so
stone.
it's like there's a little sunstone in there too. A little fleck of it or something.
If there's orange in your sunstone, it's going to be feldspar, so it could actually
Oh,
be.
yeah.
Sometimes you'll see orange calcite, but that could be orange feldspar as well.
Hmm.
Pretty cool. So these have been hand faceted, which is kind of cool because then you don't need a sphere stand. If you just lay it on one of those facets, it will sit by itself. Sodalite is one of my favorite stones, and that's why it's in the sale tonight. This needs to go in your bedroom. Sodalite is the dream catcher stone. It prevents nightmares. My kids have sodalite in their rooms. It's one of those ones, like sodalite is one of those ones that you have to have. It's one of the basics in your collection. And sometimes, if you're a crystal healer, you're going to work with clients who are afraid. They've come through trauma. They've got some kind of, resistance or blockage or contraction, and you're going to have to use something to help move the energy of fear through their system. When you're afraid, you can't manifest. Those are like contradicting energies and emotions. You can see a little bit, there's some black tourmaline in this. Do you see it? There's a little bit of hematite in these. Aren't they beautiful?
They're really pretty.
So which number is this, Dave?
39.
I'm eternally on the wrong page. It's okay.
Oh, I'm mixing it up on you.
You kinda are.
I am. I'm bouncing around.
Jesus.
I know.
These are about 3 inches. They're under $70, and I have 50 of them. Aren't they pretty?
Just keeping it interesting.
Yeah, but usually you don't do that, so it's
Your
weird
hair
for
looks
me.
really nice tonight.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. Especially because I haven't had it professionally done. My gray is growing out, so for you to compliment me on it is really nice.
Well, there we go.
Thank you.
Hey.
Okay, are you ready? These are.
Sorry, we just had a moment.
I really appreciate that, though. These are $66 for sodalite and Halloween and hematite and
Thank you, Emily.
tourmaline and feldspar and maybe a little bit of sexy orange calcite in there too. Yeah, sodalite is a very important crystal. If you don't have it in your collection, you need to have it somewhere somehow. And even though this is faceted, it's still a sphere, which radiates energy in all directions. That's why we love spheres as crystal healers. Because it's like you set it and forget it, right? It's radiating all the way through. If you have kids who have nightmares, boom, that goes in their room. Lay one down, pass it around, right? But truly, my kids have sodalite. I have sodalite in our bedroom. Like, you have to have it.
Hold this. If a monster comes out of your closet,
Throw it.
throw it.
If we told Zoe that, she'd be like, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Isn't that cool? I know. But it really is the dreamcatcher stone. But I work with it for fear. Fear is the enemy of spiritual development. It really is. Fear is helpful to you if somebody's chasing you. Other than that, fear is not your friend. No, it really is true. Fear is only
It's
helpful
also
to
an
you.
enemy of success.
Yeah, if you're afraid, I'll tell you something right now. If I was a fearful person, we wouldn't even be sitting here together right now. I mean, you can fear yourself into not doing things. Starting Sage Goddess, building Sage Goddess, doing all the things I do is really scary.
Somebody else had a question in the feed earlier, and they asked, what advice would you give to somebody who's starting their own business? And on the 10th anniversary, I think the one thing I would give is twofold. One, don't start a business. Do something you love.
That's true.
Okay? It's a big difference. She didn't start Sage Goddess thinking, I'm going to start a business. As you heard her story before, it was, I'm just doing something I love. And then I said, I think that's a business.
I shit my pants when he said it was a business.
So do something you love. Don't try and start a business. Okay? That's number 1. And number 2, don't be afraid. Number 3 is don't listen to anybody else. Everybody else, all along the way,
I think that's
including
all good
me,
feedback.
will say, that's not going to work. Don't do that. That's not going to work.
Even he told
blah,
me.
blah, blah. Even me.
He's like, what? You're going to do what with what? For what? How? I was
So,
like...
Maybe that's 3 bits of feedback. But
My
that's all I'm saying.
advice, I don't know if it's interesting to you guys, this conversation, but when I see people starting a business and then they say, oh, it's not growing, or not that many people or whatever, what I tell people is do something you love, and then instead of focusing on things, focus on people. Like how do you want to bring people together in your life around something that you have a mutual interest in, right? So I knew I was starting a community. I didn't realize I was starting a business. So that I think people do business first and then community.
Yeah.
That's kind of backward. I agree with him on not listening to people because people don't know. They don't know you. They don't know what you love. You know what my number 1 piece of advice is? Number 1, do something original. When people say, oh, I just opened a crystal shop, my first honest reaction is, it's so saturated now. When I started Sage Goddess, nobody was selling crystals online. Very few people. So there was kind of open terrain. If you want to open a crystal shop, that's great. But what's going to be different about your crystal shop from every other crystal shop that's out there? And figure out what your differentiator is. What's unique about you?
It's got to be something you
Because
love.
if it's not unique, it probably won't last. My differentiator, which relates to somebody asked earlier about peacocks. So my background is as a university professor, and I used to teach mythology and the history of the Western civilization to undergraduate students. And so when I teach you about peacocks, which really come from Greek mythology, I make those connections between ancient civilizations and modern tools. And that's my differentiator. Not a lot of people are mythologists, right, or have that academic background. And so that, in my opinion, sets me apart from other people who are just like, that's a peacock, versus like, that's Hera, the wife of Zeus, whose bodyguard died and his 1,000 eyes got transferred to the tail of that bird. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different level of conversation. So be unique and do something different. And if you're going to open a crystal shop, don't just open a crystal shop. Like, what's different about yours, That's good advice, I think, for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
If you have other questions, let us know, because we love, chatting about all these things too. Okay. Speaking of unique and totally different,
Some great things
Buddha.
come in small packages.
It is true. Now, this one...
4-0.
Oh, okay. We have 7 of these. Oh, good. Okay, good. Sphalerite is a mineral that comes from Spain. And it is my favorite lower chakra stone. And when I say lower chakra, the reason I don't say sacral or root or solar plexus is that it covers all of them, right? So this is root, sacral, and solar in one stone. If he hits that with a flashlight, you're going to see red parts, you're going to see orange parts, and you're going to see gold parts. Do you see it? It's the only stone I know that really covers all 3. The only caveat with this is they're very fragile. So don't drop this. It's going to be the saddest day for you.
I won't throw this one.
Don't throw this at the monsters, right? Now this is the Buddha, the laughing Buddha, as they say, which brings good luck, good fortune, laughter, all the things to your life, right? Isn't it pretty? It's absolute hardened fire, and it only comes from Spain. I fell in love with sphalerite for the first time in Tucson, maybe 6 or 7 years ago. It was the first time I'd really seen a lot of sphalerite in person. And ever since then, I've been bringing it to you. We have little tiny cut faceted stones tonight too in sphalerite, but this is the only carving.
Yeah, if you're
These
looking
are
to make
under $260. I have 7 of them. Sylvia could make this into a pendant for you. So she found a way to do it with the scarab, so now we have a precedent. She's not in town right now.
She's like, stop mentioning my
sorry,
name.
Sylvia.
Sorry, Sylvia.
Anyway, $259. I have 7 of them for a very beautiful hand-carved sphalerite Buddha. So this Buddha is going to bring you joy, but it's also going to bring you grounding and passion and empowerment, because that is your root chakra, your sacral chakra, and your solar plexus. The number one thing I've noticed with empaths that drives me crazy, and I'm guilty as charged. Look at my hands. All we wear is upper chakra jewelry. Have you noticed it? We got throat chakra jewelry all day long. Look at my chrysocolla. Check out my Tanzanite. Oh, I've got amethyst. And I'm like, what about your lower chakras?
That's good. Sometimes you struggle with words, so it's important for you to have a tool. Yeah. Do they all come with the stand?
I don't know.
That's my answer. I don't know.
Team SG?
I just work here.
I hope they all come with a stand. It's cutie.
He's a cutie. I think they do.
They probably do.
I think they do.
I would leave it on the stand unless you're gonna.
I would too.
Set it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Actually,
I would leave it there because it'll
actually,
be more
you
secure.
put it on a little light stand. On a light stand.
Ooh, that would be pretty. I have a light stand back there. I think.
That'd be cool. I wonder.
So you could, Morgan said,
That's fun.
what has 10 years at SG taught you? Not to take things too seriously. Yeah, it really has. If you're gonna do anything for 10 years, you're gonna go through a lot of cycles. Whatever job it is, right, or whatever profession. I was a professor for 15 years before Sage Goddess, and I could have said the same thing about that. It's also taught me that magic is real. I've seen absolute miracles for our community, which brings me joy. I still see miracles. I see people who say, oh, I'm never going to get through this, I'm never going to make it, oh my God, and then 2 years later they're thriving, they're building, they're expanding, you know what I mean? So I really believe in magic, and not only because of what I've seen in my own life, but what I've seen in your lives. So magic is real, don't take it all too seriously. You know, laugh and talk about poop and shitty kitties and things like that, because at the same time that magic is real, life is short. You got to keep it fun. So thank you for that question too.
I would say that one of the things it's taught me is that everybody's going through something or multiple
that's true
things.
too.
Because the reality is, you know, a lot of folks when they shop with us, they write in notes why they're looking for that thing, long notes, and we read them. And it's a real window into sometimes the highs and the lows, the struggles and the strifes that people are going through.
Yeah.
And it's so easy throughout our day-to-day to just meet people on the street, I wouldn't say in a mall anymore right now, but that kind of thing, to meet people and to not really have a window into some of the things that they're going through. And so one of the things that the work has taught me is that we're all going through things together.
Yeah.
And I say together because that's the important part, I think, to remember, is that you're not alone. That thing may be unique to you, but you're not the only one who's holding on to something.
You're not alone.
And working through something. So that I would say that kind of compassion is something that's really that I've really learned.
Yeah, I've also learned that really intense illness is an initiation into something bigger in your life. That I can tell you for sure too. And that's, a lot of people tell me that that's the favorite thing they've learned from me. A lot of people find me when they get diagnosed with something big because they know I've been through something big and overcome it. And so they look for inspiration. Look at you. Almost. Almost. Don't you hit me. I'm gonna hit you in the head. I'm gonna hit you in the head. And y'all will tell me I should. It's the Merkaba of light. This is what you've been coming here for, Scott. I love it so much. These were made for us for the sale today. These are really hard to find, and we wanted more, and that was a no on that. So we could only get the 20 of them that we have for you. What number is this one?
35.
Okay. The mallet says Sage Goddess on it too, which I think is pretty cool.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. So that's how you know you've got a sound tool that was made for us, is then the mallet has the Sage Goddess on it. That's kind of, it's kind of cool. Is Dave leaving the live shows? Not right now. Alexis is just doing one with me for Soul Shift and Crystal Masters, although I miss Alexis all the time. Especially when he's not behaving.
What are you saying?
She's great. You're great too.
Oh.
Actually, I really love listening to Dave's reflections on his journey through these last 10 years because it's fun for me. One of the biggest joys of Sage Goddess has been doing this with him and also seeing him bring his magic to what we do.
Aw, shucks.
It's really true. So I have 20 of these. They're 5 inches. These are made of quartz and they are aura treated. We had quartz Merkabas for you like eons ago, but they weren't aura. So this was a special. No, it's quartz because if it was glass, it wouldn't sing. And if you remember, if you ever came to Sage Goddess headquarters, I had our clear quartz one hanging in the classroom, so I could, play them as I walked around the room and spin them. Isn't that cool? And the Merkaba in ancient Egypt meant light, spirit, body. Mer is light, Ka is spirit, Ba is body in ancient Egyptian. So this was a manifestation of your higher dimensional forms, basically. We could travel in Merkabas in ancient times. Isn't it pretty? So these are under $300. I only have 20 of them. It's coming to you with the sari ribbons on it, but you can hang it. One of the things people have done is taken their singing tools like this and they hang them from the ceiling with that like clear fish wire. You know what I mean? So it looks like it's just suspended in air. So you can take the sari ribbons off if you want. Putting it on a pillow would be a nice way to display it and keep it safe too. Isn't that pretty? What is the aura coating? So yeah, if you're new to aura coating, it is iridium and titanium and gold are usually the metals that they use. And what they do is they'll carve this out of quartz and then they'll put it in the oven and heat it to a really high temperature. The reason aura is so expensive is most crystals shatter. And so if you put 10 Merkabas in, you get 5 out. And that's why aura treatments are very, very expensive.
There's a song about that.
Put 10 in, get 5 out. Is that the song?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't think that's a real song though, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Left one in, take the left one out, put the left one in, and
Shake it all
you
about.
treat it with
You do the
something.
aura pokey and you turn yourself around.
How much is it?
And that's what it's all about. You started it, I'm gonna finish it.
No.
$2.99. For the first 20 of you who would like one, it's $2.99. The frequency and a banana. I don't know. Team SG, do you know the frequency? I apologize for that. I should know that. That's not great. I'll see if I can sort that out for you.
I'd say it's about 7-9er.
No, absolutely not. So there was a big jerk one there.
He was
Yeah.
chasing, yeah.
And then this guy's like, no,
I'm not having that.
Yeah.
Talking about the hummingbirds outside the window.
Yeah, they're fighting out there. Oh my god. No, singing is not my gift to the universe, but I have other gifts.
You do, many.
I do. Somebody asked a
Not
question.
singing.
Thank you. I will continue to sing them because I'm fighting my voice.
I still love you, but not singing.
And I will
Can we hard pass on that?
love you.
Okay. Wow. I'm just going to apologize on behalf of all of us here at Sage Goddess. Because that's no more champagne. Take a sip of your Dr. Pepper there.
No, I haven't had
I
much
think
to
you
drink.
need some
I'm very sober.
doctor's orders.
When I'm not sober, it gets
Doctor's
worse.
orders.
Okay. Hillary wants jewelry. Congratulations if you got a singing
I want whiskey.
Merkaba.
Wow.
Yeah. Special. I'm not, the nice thing about getting older is I just don't care. I mean, I know it's bad.
It's bad.
But I used to be shy about it. Now I'm just like, I'll get up on the table and sing to you at a bar.
Please don't. Actually, I'd like to see it. Taking a second to reflect on that, I'd like to see that. In part because going out to a bar, I just haven't done it in like 18 months.
Coming soon to a bar near you.
Bar near you?
Okay. You want generators? Jody wants generators. Okay, let's make some of your dreams come true here.
We're doing jewelry first because we just had that request, right?
Yeah. All right, Hillary, this one's for you, girl. These are the earrings, which I assume is under earring. Listen, listen, Dolly Parton is really grateful that I just did that for her.
No.
I'm channeling her. She says, Nina, I couldn't have done better myself.
We have one pair of this.
Really? That's it? Well, shit.
I just work here. Seriously.
Oh, I love it. Is it Abby? Abby Aguilar said, this is my first live sale. This is really fun. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. I'm so glad it's not so weird that you're running away.
No, it's weird. It's weird. Definitely
Honestly,
weird. They didn't say that it wasn't weird.
I have attention deficit disorder, so I can't
Really?
I can't just talk about the things. I have to also sing and tell stories and laugh. Okay, these are obviously really beautiful opal earrings with rubies on them. These are made by the Monk. It's the only Monk earrings I think we've ever done. God, look at those opals, you guys. Oh.
Opal.
And look how the ruby makes the red in that opal pop. Aren't these incredible? Not open on the back, just FYI. But a lot of times opals are not. It actually concentrates the color to not have light dispersion through the back. The weirder the better. Okay, good. Well, you know what? Stay tuned. We have another probably hour with you. God, these are beautiful. So opal, you know, the legend is from Greek mythology that when the gods came down from Mount Olympus, like every step down the mountain was an opal was formed under their feet, right? So anyway, that's the Greek mythology story. Somebody has said to me before, oh, they heard that buying opals for yourself is not good luck. Let me tell you something. I bought myself opals. It's real good luck. I like it. I buy it.
A husband somewhere said that buy an opal for yourself.
Yeah, I think
is bad
that
luck.
was somebody's partner. You should do that. That's like, oh, okay.
No, honey, definitely. You do not want.
My mantra is you don't wait for other people to buy you jewelry, honey. You get out there and you do it yourself. I've told Zoe that too. I'm like, if you ever come to me and go, I'm going to wait for my partner to buy me something, I'm going to be like, no, you don't make that about that. You go get it, and then that's just a party bonus. Isn't that pretty? Are opals aura treated? No. So these are that fire and flash that you see in these is Mother Nature,
Sorry, I'm
baby.
not showing it.
Yeah, those are completely natural, and that's why we love opals, right? They have all that color play.
That's just naturally beautiful.
A lot of the light dispersion and the color play that you see is because opals are mostly water, and that's what makes opals opals.
Are you getting a little choked up here?
No, I feel
allergies?
I feel allergy-ish.
It is?
I was kind of like, I was a little allergy-ish earlier, and I meant to take a Zyrtec, and I didn't do that. So anyway, it's still allergy season here in LA. We've got pollen and all the situations happening. But anyway, yeah, you get your own jewelry, honey. You heard only people whose birthday was in October could buy them. Again, that's somebody's partner. I would say that too. If I didn't want to buy you an opal, I'd be like, yeah, you know what? If your birthday's not in October, I wouldn't do it. These are $299. I have one pair. They are in sterling silver with the gold details and rubies. Aren't they pretty? I love it. Somewhere Alexis is like, I love those. Alexis loves opals. She really does. And she's right too. I love opals too. I think we all do. Have a little bit of a little opal fetish.
Let's see who gets the opals here.
I'm the same way, but you know it makes it hard because at my birthday and holidays and stuff, he'll be like, "But you already got everything that you wanted," which is not true. I don't get everything I want, but when I really want something, I will make a plan to get it. I don't like to wait and go, "Will you pretty please?" Yeah, but that's also why I didn't want him taking my mad money. But my mad money. So congratulations, whoever gets those. You're lucky ducky. We don't have any more of those. Now we're making more of your wishes come true with obelisks.
1 second here.
So I'm going to tell you really quickly, obelisks and generators are the pointy pointers, the shooters of the gemstone world. The difference is obelisks are 4-sided at the base and generators are 6-sided at the base. The ancient Egyptians worked primarily with obelisks. They would put them at the entrances to the altars, or the temples, I should say. And even today, if you go to Egypt and you look at the entrances to the temple sites, you'll find remnants of obelisks. And the goal of the Egyptians was to build them as high as they could because they were trying to reach the gods, right? They saw them as like antenna. So that's why I love obelisks. These are etched on the bottom. They're absolutely beautiful.
What she means by etched is see how they're beveled down here? I love it when they do that. It's just that extra care.
It's an extra step. So once they're done carving, if they bevel the bottom, it's a whole extra step in the carving process, which to you may not sound like a big deal, but to us, it's a mark of somebody who actually cares about what they're doing.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, and I've taught people, like, I think those are Ethiopian opals, by the way, not Australian on the opal side. They might be Australian. They're either Australian or Ethiopian. We have 4 sizes of these obelisks: small, medium, large, extra large. They are all under $260, including the extra large, which is 11 inches of lepidolite. Lepidolite is micanized lithium.
That's huge.
Seriously, this is like, if you don't have a big lepidolite
Just for
obelisk,
size.
I don't know that you're going to find a better deal. The price on this is really, really good. This is one of our big anniversary.
We don't have a ton of them, so I think we got to go a little slow. You don't,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, so I'll tell you, the small I have 13, 7 to 8 inches. The medium I have 14, 8 to 9 inches. The large I have 9, 9 to 10 inches. And the extra large I have 8, 10 to 11 inches. So it just depends on how big you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
They are...
So let's do one first.
Okay, the small is 2.
Yeah, we have 13.
Okay, let me just say really quick, lepidolite is for relieving anxiety. It's actually lithium. And so this is, if you have depression or anxiety, this is the most important stone you can work with. Like number 1, if you're like, Athena, I have daily panic attacks, the first thing I would direct you to work with is this stone. And again, it's kind of like sodalite. If you don't have it in your crystal healing collection, you need to have it, because if you don't have anxiety, somebody around you probably does. And at this point in our human history, I really don't know anybody who doesn't have some level of low-laying anxiety. You know what I mean? So, okay, but I just want to make sure I told you that. And this is lepidolite from Brazil. Okay, the small, I have 13, they're $229. The medium, I have 14, $239. The large, do you see where I'm going with this? I have 9. Guess what? $249. I like your math skills there. And the extra large, I have 8, $259. So they're $10 a piece, okay? $229, $239, $249, $259. I have 13, 14, 9, and 8. And that's it.
So the team will post each of them now, so you can pick your size.
It's very important. And what's nice about these two, you guys, is there is quartz in these. So you can use this as a centerpiece of a grid. Like if you're building a anxiety relief grid or a peace grid, or almost any grid that you would want to build that would benefit from the energy of lepidolite, because it's quartz bearing, and some of them have black tourmaline, like there's little tiny dots of black tourmaline.
Specks of it.
So because all those minerals grow together. Lepidolite grows with tourmaline, tourmaline grows with spodumene, spodumene grows with quartz, right? So you find all of these wherever you have tourmaline. You usually also have lepidolite, smoky quartz, clear quartz, spodumene, which includes kunzite and hiddenite, pedalite. What else is in that mix? So all of those minerals you're apt to find in these pieces. Thank you. Ames Alchemy says, not for internal use. That is exactly right. You sit on that, you're on your own. Although that could help relieve your anxiety. It might create a different kind of anxiety.
Problem, but yeah. Appalachian ER.
This is one of the best SNL skits ever. Anybody remember Appalachian ER from SNL with David Spade? Do a Schoolhouse Rock for crystals. I've told you this before. Before I taught mythology and leadership, which were my later life teachings, I taught grammar when I was paying for school, and I used to play Schoolhouse Rock, and my students were like, because I would teach conjunctions, right? And I would play conjunction junction. It's still the best way to learn conjunctions. Okay. We still have a lot to talk about.
I know.
Let's pretend this is a lightning round. You ready?
Well, no. I think we're gonna get to wand round.
Okay.
Wand soon. I think we can do wand land.
Okay. Well, these are perfume bottles. It's the first time we brought you a gemstone perfume bottle in our sale. I'm excited.
I think we've done a tiny one or two.
Where they're all gemstones, but not like this one.
Yeah.
I love this. I think this is so sexy. Now, I am, as a gift with these, blending a perfume.
Oh, that's nice.
Just for the 50 of you who get these bottles. I'm still setting the intention for what I want that perfume to be. but what I'm imagining it, what I want it to be, super high vibrational, because this is clear quartz in the top, sort of like a magnifying blend to make things bigger. So if you're working on manifestation, I want to expand that. If you're working on healing, I want to expand that. If you're working on, a new business, I want to expand that. So that you'll get a full-size bottle of this blend. I'm not going to release it in the shop, so it will just be a limited edition blend for everybody. No, I'm going to do a full 17 ml or whatever it is. Is it 10 ml or 17? Our regular bottles, like the square bottles, that's what I'm going to send you. Because I want to make sure you can fill it. Isn't that fun? Yeah, so it's kind of cool. We have to do stuff like this at the anniversary. It's fun. So there's 50 of these. It's under $100. You're going to get the bottle, which is cut crystal with the quartz on top, and you're going to get the full-size bottle of the perfume that I make for you. And I'm going to do a real good one. Do you remember Enea perfume? EA? Do you remember that from last year? Because Enea means 9 in Greek. Remember I gave those 2 bottles away. Something like Enea. It wouldn't surprise you. I'm sure it won't surprise you. But here at the house, I have my essential oil cabinet, and I have some really rare stuff in there. People send me things, like little gram of this, gram of that. And so when I make these super rare blends, I usually go in there and start picking at the real special stuff, like the really rare. Like when sometimes when they'll make a new attar in India, they'll send me a little bottle of it as a gift, and I keep all that stuff. So whatever this is, I'm going to put some cool stuff in there. Enea is still one of my favorites, but I can't make Enea. I mean, if I sold Enea, it would be $100 a bottle, $150 a bottle probably. So that's why I never brought it to the shop. Okay, you ready? These are $99. I have 50 for the perfume bottle and the limited edition magnification perfume that I'm feeling into. I think it'll have orris in it. I'm trying to think of what else I would put in there. I have this attar that I haven't used before. I only have about an ounce of it, but I probably will use that. What else would I want to put in there? I have to think about this, but I've got some really cool stuff in my back pocket. Night Queen is special too. There's some, especially some OG stuff that
OG?
Can't do anymore. What was the one? Desidera is still one of my favorites, and that's big, expensive magic. He loves Magica Rosa. There was one I made called Elysium. Does anybody remember that? Holy shit. That's still one of my favorites of all time. And the distillery closed. So I can never make Elysium again. If you have a bottle of Elysium and you don't want it, I'll buy it back from you. Because I literally can't. I actually went on eBay once, and I tried to see if anybody was selling an old bottle of Elysium that I could buy back from them.
That's funny.
If you know anybody who's got it, tell them I will pay them what they paid for it, even if the bottle's not full, because I can't make it anymore, and I miss it. Okay, we have more of that super duper duper. You gotta show this on a flashlight.
13. Oh well.
Jemmy. Perfume class starts Thursday. I have the Perfume Around the World box to show you. I should make a shameless plug while we're here really quick, because it's one of the most important classes I'm teaching this year. Starts Thursday, Perfume Around the World. I've been making artisanal perfume since I was 17, and I'm turning 48 in a couple weeks. So I'm finally teaching just perfume. And you can take this class and not take any of my other classes. This is a standalone class. It starts Thursday, so you'll be starting right at the beginning. Team SG will put up a link, I'm sure, for the class. You can get just the tools, or the class and the tools, or just the class. You don't have to get the tools if you have your own oils. This coming week on Thursday, I'm taking you to Egypt first. I have a 2.5-hour class planned for you. I'm going to teach you Egyptian mythology and history. I'm going to teach you how the Egyptians worked with oils, both for priestessing and also for death rituals, because they believe that oils help them to have a good afterlife. So we're starting on Thursday. If you want to join us, I would love to have you there. I would love it.
You're doing Egypt, France?
Egypt is first. No, it starts now, Donna Simpson. It starts this week. We have a class in July, a class in August, and a class in September. And I'm pretty sure it's Egypt, France, Indonesia is the order. Yeah.
I think it's Egypt, Indonesia, France. Maybe
is it? Is it No, I think
France
is second. Because I think
you end in France.
Do I? That would be fun, actually, to end in France.
I think you do.
It's the most modern.
I think you do.
Anyway.
I could be wrong. I often am.
You're turning 48 August 1st. Tanya, our moms were like, pushed us out real close together. wait too. I can't wait. Okay. So there again, we talked about lepidolite, right? I had those obelisks for you. This is a good time for me to teach you. Not all lepidolite is the same. This is lepidolite from India. And there's a very small pocket where this lepidolite grows, and it's called gem lepidolite. And the reason is, if I shine a light through those obelisks, they're beautiful, but you won't see through. If I shine a light through this, you're going to see some purple come through, like that. And it's like pink. So some people call this pink lepidolite or rose lepidolite. It only comes from India. So it's fun to look at the same stone, but from a different region and locality. This is in the shape of a Shiva lingam, which is a natural shape that stones wash up on the Narmada River in this shape. But in India, this is a very sacred shape. It represents masculine and feminine energy and the union of those, kind of like the Ankh. Don't say it. And like I told you, lepidolite grows in these sheets, and you can literally see the sheets going along. Isn't this incredible? I saved these for tonight because it's one of my favorite things. We don't have any more of the gold, but we do have this beautiful purple. Oh, I only have one of these.
You have one.
Shit.
But you have two of the next one.
Okay, I have one of these. $239.
It's number 13.
Okay, thank you.
14.
Sorry, I turned it around.
Yeah.
Okay, $239. I only have one. Ready to go. Isn't it beautiful? That should be a prize in your collection, let me tell you.
This is a I mean, it's beautiful.
Oh my god. Darling.
That pink, I don't even need the light on. I can see
I know.
it coming
You
out
can
the side
see it.
here.
Yeah.
So there's one of those, but
One of those.
there's two of these.
Now I have spheres. Oh my goodness gracious. Isn't that beautiful, you guys? Holy smokes. 2 inches of gem lepidolite. Now this is more expensive because it's bigger, and also because there's more loss when they're carving a sphere.
A sphere.
So I just don't even know what to say other than just, you're not going to see these. It only comes from one place.
Not with this quality.
And me begging, all I can get is 2. You know what I mean? So it's not like there's a whole bunch of these laying around somewhere. This is super, super juice. This is $469, and I have 2. That's it. I have a sphere made out of this. It is about half the size. And until this round, that was all I could find. So it's really cool for you to get something big and juice. But we wanted to have things like this for the anniversary, you know? Isn't it gorgeous? It's super purple. And this one does the same thing with the pink. Just like you saw with the other, this is exactly the same way. If you put this on a light stand, light show. I know, Cindy Clark. It's like curl your toes, amazing. So anyway, congratulations. Whoever gets these, you're making a really good life choice. Really, really good. And if I could get more, I would bring them to you. No, we haven't done skulls yet. Skulls are
bring it up next.
coming. Yep. We've got quite a bit to get to. We still have some time left with you, so hang tight. We still have so much to show you. But we're getting there.
Yeah, no, we're doing...
We're going to have a lightning round of skulls. We're going to have a lightning round of wands.
Wands. I think we'll do the wand.
Yeah, we've still got quite a bit to get to tonight. Lisa S. got one of those spheres. Congratulations.
We've got some amazing ones.
Yeah. Nothing like that. I know, Jalen. Isn't it incredible? Anna likes it too. Pendants.
We do have pendants
still.
still.
We do still have pendants, yep.
We have pendants, skulls.
Pendants, skulls, wands.
We have one more natural stone up there.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm going to move just a touch more quickly through these next couple because I do want to get to everything tonight if we can. I'm trying. Fabienne just got here. Yay! I'm so happy you're here. Okay. Thanks, you guys. I'm glad you're here. Margaret as easily is like, I hopped on late. So don't worry. We had some singing pyramids, no singing bowls tonight. But hopefully we'll have more of those for you soon. Okay. You ready? These are amazing. So I don't know whether they're under the stone.
32.
Okay, they were under those. Okay. I have 18 of the small, and I have 16 of the large. These are prehnite with epidote skulls that were carved just for tonight's sale.
We
Isn't
had the
that cool?
prehnite spheres,
We did.
but I don't know that I've seen us have prehnite in this size
No.
ever before.
And I've never seen, I've been to Denver and Tucson for a decade. I've never seen prehnite skulls.
I want to show you guys this. Check this out for a second. If I can get the shot.
Oh my God.
Look at
that.
the.
Look at the epidote rutile.
Do you see that? The epidote
Mhm.
rutile going through that is
Yep.
amazing.
Aren't these incredible, you guys? So prehnite is the skull.
This-
Prehnite. Prehnite is the stone that heals the healer. Isn't that cool? Epidote is for manifestation. So this is for your healing.
This reminds me. I just got stuff from it. Reminds me of like an X-ray that funny doctor
Yeah,
would
like,
show in The Simpsons.
Or like, what's that game where you like try to pull the things out of the? Like he's got a
Operation.
rod stuck in his head.
You got
So this is
also
for,
Happy Gilmore.
this is for your healing, you guys. This is to heal you. As you go out in the world and do your healing for other people, this is what you hold on to for your healing. Prehnite also helps you not take on other people's stuff. Yeah, I think it's so cool. Isn't it cool how they left the bottom natural and the top natural?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just cool.
Bottom or top, rather. Bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And then polished.
I could just sit and look at them all day long. I think this is the coolest thing. Do you like prehnite, Janisa? Okay, the small ones, I have 18 of them. They're under $175. They're 3 inches. And the large, I have 16. They're under $195, and they're 4 inches. It's unbelievable, you guys. And I'm sure a lot of you know, like, you just don't find big pieces of prehnite with
No, you
epidote.
don't.
So, and we were just lucky because we had the rough and had it carved. So that's why the price on these would be $600-$800 at least if you found them at a gem show.
Oh my God.
I'm only able to bring them to you under $200 because we had them carved. Aren't they beautiful? You got to get a pillow for one if you have one, if you're keeping one, or if you're getting one.
I didn't even think the green.
I liked it on the gold.
Oh, did you?
I like it on the gold.
All right.
The black is pretty too, but the gold is really pretty. It looks softer on the gold somehow. Isn't it pretty? Okay, the small is 174. I have 18.
Wow.
The medium is 194. I have 16.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Wow. I mean,
If you're a skull collector like me, because I collect skulls, this is a holy shit moment.
yeah. Odds are you're not going to see this again. Anyway.
Even from us.
Even from us.
So enjoy.
Because getting prehnite in this size, it just,
it doesn't happen.
it doesn't happen.
No,
So.
I'm excited for you. I know. That's a
Happy anniversary.
happy anniversary. Cheers. When I saw those, Team SG would tell you, I was like, what? I have those moments where I'm just like, how the
There's
hell
a
did we do that?
rainbow in this one with the rutile.
It's amazing. And look, you can touch the epidote right there.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Yeah.
just so cool.
Something
Congratulations
else.
if you're getting one of
Something
those. It's just beyond, you know? Beyond. Yes, indeed. Sometimes there's nothing else to say. It's just like, holy shit,
Mm-hmm.
that was something cool. Something for your collection. Okay. We only have the 2 guardians. Can I show them to them really quick?
Sure.
I only have 2 of our guardians tonight. These are custom made for us here at SG. They're always the same price because they all take 2 weeks to make. They're handmade by the artist, hand painted by the artist. The clothes are all hand placed by the artist. On the left side, we have a chakra goddess for you who has a little heart on her chest that's made of opalite. And then on the right side, we have the amber goddess. And she has on her top, it's an aura quartz little, almost like a little flame on top of her head. Aren't they beautiful? So the chakra guardians are meant to help you align and balance your chakras. Hey, honey. And isn't she gorgeous? And then the Amber Goddess, doesn't she look pretty on her little pillow?
I know. I really tried to
Isn't
match
she
her up.
stunning? Ah, you guys, I bring these to you because I'm obsessed with them. I just think they're the most beautiful thing. Even my kids are like, wow. Nick was unpacking the amber one today, and he was like, wow, Mama, look at that. I was like, I know, Nick, it's really cool. These are $750 each. So one is your chakra guardian on the left, and the other one is your amber guardian on the right. I try to bring like one or two of these to each of our sales, but sometimes I can't get them. So isn't she fantastic? Yeah, I have to say I'm partial to the chakra goddesses, but I mean, obviously I wrote a book on chakras. I'm obsessed with chakras. I believe that chakra healing is the key to all healing. So I have a particular affinity for the rainbow chakra goddesses, but I mean, there's no denying that that amber goddess is pretty powerful. Isn't that cool? So congratulations. I know that, don't they, like, sometimes when I'm stressed, I will look at their faces and it's like,
It reminds you of like to mirror.
It does. It's like,
Yeah.
take a breath. You know what I mean? To my point earlier about not taking it all so seriously, these chicks have some good wisdom for you.
They
They're
never
like,
take it too seriously.
CTFO, babe. It's all good in the hood.
No, what's that?
Neither of us really know how to CTFO.
Nope.
Manifesting generator.
How's that work? Not easily.
It means we work all the time, is what it means. We never get tired of it. So congratulations. A. Santiago got the Chakra Guardian.
Aww.
So happy for you. I love seeing them go to their homes too. And Charlene Cunningham got the Amber Guardian. Sweet blessings to both of you as you receive those pieces. No, we're going to get to more jewelry, and we've got a pendulum here for you from Louie Louie.
Sounds like it should be a song.
Louie. We have...
It's 31.
You're so on top of it. We have 8 of these from
Right
Louie.
on top of that, Rose.
Under $200 for a sterling silver pendulum from Louis Krieg, who's my friend in Glastonbury. A lot of you know and love Louis. I had to have a Louis piece in the anniversary sale because I love him and I love what he does. And, you know, his shop in Glastonbury is very close to the Chalice Well. So he always not always, but he often incorporates the Chalice Well design. So the tab that you use to hold the pendulum as it swings is the Chalice Well.
Hold it right.
I'm just going to talk because I don't
Just
know what
talk.
you're doing over there.
Yes, don't
And
stop.
then that
till you get enough.
ball is the flower of life. And the flower of life, Jess Parsons had a great post in your story a couple days ago about flower of life. It's the fingerprint of creation. It has its own frequency. If you ever work with plant medicine, you'll see it because it's a multidimensional reality. It exists in your DNA. It exists in plants and flowers. It's in your crystals. For a lot of us, it's a very sacred shape.
That was just really weird.
What?
Hearing a dog bark in our house. Because you know, I mean, it's
We were
been a while.
dog free for so many years.
We were dog free for so many years, so to hear a dog bark in our house is just like, it just caught
Have
me
you
for-
noticed how Bodhi's like becoming in the mix now? Like he's just kind of always like he's around.
Oh yeah. No, it's
'Cause
great.
For a while, we're
he's-
kind of like stay in your.
I love him.
your
He's
playpen
fantastic.
Or whatever.
It's just
like, now he's
odd.
like,
It's like
Okay, you ready? These are under $180. Sterling silver, by the way, and it's got some 14 karat gold details too. But this is one of my favorite pendulums that he's done. That's a quartz point at the bottom there. Isn't it pretty? So these are $179.
Barbara just throwing stuff around. I know.
$179 for a Louis pendulum.
And we had what, 8?
We have 8 of these.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. If you don't, I mean, those of you who've been with me for a long time, I use my pendulum every day. I use it to decide if I should purchase something. I use it to, you know, when I make big decisions. I use it when I do readings for my students, which, by the way, I get to see you tomorrow. I normally don't get to see you on Mondays, but I do. We have class Monday and Wednesday this week. Session
It's a
3,
busy
session
week.
4. Yeah, so tomorrow night is Soul Shift. Tuesday is the Soul Shift and Crystal Masters exclusive gem sale with Alexis.
Yeah.
Wednesday night is Soul Shift. Thursday night is Perfume Around the World. And Sunday is Lamas.
Yeah.
First harvest.
That's a busy
It's
week.
the first harvest next weekend. What the actual F?
It's unacceptable.
I am not ready for harvest.
No. Can we restart summer?
Oh, did you guys already buy them? Oh, congratulations. Wait, what happened? I don't know.
Gotta focus here. It goes quick.
Gotta keep my eye on you people. You made a good choice. I can't be without a pendulum. And sterling silver ones, you're gonna hand those down. You know what I mean? That's it's like having jewelry, but it's a tool. I travel with a pendulum. I have a pendulum in my travel bag, my makeup bag. Zoe was going through my makeup bag when we were on vacation, and she was like, "You have a pendulum in here," and I'm like,
She
"I don't travel
sure
without it."
is. She goes through everything.
I'm with you, Fabienne. It's like, I will be happy to celebrate Lammas on Sunday, and I will also be frustrated to celebrate Lammas on Sunday. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my God. And Maeve is moving. Yeah, Maeve is moving across the country this week.
Good luck with that. I hope it goes smoothly.
Dave and I were talking about how many people are moving right now.
A lot of folks are moving. I mean, do you know somebody who's moving, or are you moving yourself? I mean,
We know a lot of people are moving.
A lot of people are moving right now. Yeah.
All right. Well, congrats to you guys. Holly's got her pendulum in her bra. I love that. That's why I love you.
Have bra with pendulum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know
You
when you're gonna have to
never
make
know.
a decision. You know, whoop. When I shop in Tucson, I bring my pendulum and I go around to the different places and I'm using my pendulum, and people will they don't want me to know that they're watching, but they're like, "What Okay, this is also from Louis. He offered 5 of these for our sale tonight. I'm so grateful.
It's funny. I had it turned down like this
That's the back.
on the tray. I know. And I was thinking, that's a beautiful piece. And I'm looking through this sheet, and I'm like, I don't see that piece. Is there a second one? And then
Yeah, honestly, it's so pretty on the back.
on both sides. It's beautiful.
This is rose quartz and garnet. Isn't that stunning for your heart chakra and your root chakra? Super pretty, right? Yeah, Scout, thank you for that. I'll kind of make a mental note of that because I'm with you. I agree. I would love to bring more of those. So this is rose quartz from Madagascar, which is usually, not that I don't love Brazilian rose quartz, because I do, but the Madagascar stuff's a little clearer.
I do like it.
It's a little more translucent, and then you've got the garnets on the front. So rose quartz is the universal stone of love, raises the highest, brightest love frequency, and then garnet is one of the best grounding stones. So this is grounding you in love. This is sterling silver with 14 karat gold. Isn't that gorgeous? The grounded heart, baby. These are under $370, and I have 5 of them. It's 3 inches, by the way. I can show you. This is like, nobody's gonna miss this on you.
It's a big piece.
When you wear Louis stuff, I don't know if you have any or if you've worn it out, it's like a code. Like, people who know, they know. You know?
Because if you don't know.
Now you know. Oh, April fell asleep. Come on, girl.
Aww.
We're in the final stretch
Sorry
here.
about that.
I'll pour you some tea.
All right.
$362. I have 5. Ready to go. Yep. I'm kind of with you, Helena. I do. Every country that produces rose quartz has it's a slightly different energy. You know, but the Madagascar's material, you find a lot of stars in the rose quartz from Madagascar, which is pretty interesting. I think it does. There's a connection between the translucency and the amount of stars we see in Madagascar. I don't know that these are stars. You can take it out in sunlight when you get it and see if you can see the asterism in it. Aren't they pretty? Jess. I think they're so beautiful. I just think everything he does is beautiful. So I had to have some of his pieces here tonight. I have my favorite artist that I work with, and he's definitely one of them. And favorite human. Okay. Yeah, we've got a lot of pendants.
Yeah, we've got a lot of pendants.
I really want to talk about the Wave Light because it's kind of like a story of SG.
Yeah?
I don't know.
All right.
And then I want to get to the pink Larimar.
But we're starting to run low on time, so
Okay.
let's show Wave of Light here.
Okay. I'm going to try to go a little bit faster. I only have 7 of these, but I do want to talk to you about this. So Wave of Light comes from the U.S. actually. When I was new in my role at Sage Goddess, I was mentored by Rock Courier, who founded Mindat.org, which is the world's largest geological database. And he passed away a few years ago. In fact, I saw him right before he died. We did in Denver. And it was just a few days later that we found out he passed away. Really powerful mentor for me. What I have learned is if you're in the gem and mineral business, you have an addiction of some kind. There's some stone that you can't stop collecting, okay? We all have it. For me, it's sapphire. I have a sapphire problem, okay? I don't want to cure it. I'm into it. I like it.
Rock was wavelite.
He had a wavelite problem, okay? And he's like, people, I have a lot. I'm going to have a lot forever. And I think he actually ended up selling most of it. He got me obsessed with it because if you look at it, it's like, it looks like it's alive. I mean, it looks like it would have been a fossilized creature. Look at all of the swirls and it's like this incredible blue green. It just looks like you're underwater. Look at that. Ugh. So what's wavelite for? Raises your life force, helps you to release anger. It reveals past life information. But you know what it's most powerful for? And this is why I love it so much. Because I think I have some of this. A lot of us have health challenges that I think are rooted in our karmic lineage, coming from ancestors that gets paid forward somehow. And I think you can release that energy. And so this is a stone that can help you release the karmic energy of illness. If there's been something running in your family forever, I think you can break that. And I have to say, there's not a lot of minerals I've worked with that have that energy about them, and wavelite does. And I can never get it. I can't find rough. This is the first wavelite I think I brought you.
That's because Rock bought it all
Yeah,
back in
Rock
the day.
So I have 5 of the small, 2 of the medium. The small is $122. The medium is $132. So they're just $10 off. If any of that resonates with you, I would get one of these because I don't think there's any more where that came from. And they're just beautiful. See, Michelle has a tourmaline problem.
There you go, right?
At least you can own it. I will admit I have a sapphire problem. And a citrine problem, probably. I think that's pretty much my problems. I can pass by a lot of things. You show me some good looking citrine, I'm in my tracks. I'm stopped. So congratulations if you're getting wavelite. Yeah, and if I can find more, I will. The rough is not as pretty as that, right? Like obviously, like that's super gemmy, like. But that was Rock's favorite stone.
It was.
So you're picking up on a little bit of the lineage and the legacy of what he taught me, which is really cool.
You don't see it all.
That's true. Okay. Are we doing lightning round of wands?
I was thinking that, but let's do another pendant.
Is there anything here that you want? We need to do this one.
Okay.
Do you guys want more of? I have monk opal pendants. Did anybody come here for monk opal pendants or Labradorite Buddhas? Otherwise, I think we'll save those for next time.
You want to show the Lab Buddhas?
Okay. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help here.
Let's show the Lab Buddhas.
Okay.
Because some of these we can.
I only have 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I'll show you real quick. You have a blue kyanite problem, Carlin Rounds? I kind of love that though.
Oh, yeah.
You're too balanced. That's awesome. All right, Lab Buddhas. I have 2 of the small, and I have 1 of the medium. The small is 2.7 inches, and the medium is 3 inches. Aren't they pretty? I have 3 rings. I'll see if I can get to the rings for you too, because I've got a really rare stone tonight. The small are $228 each, and the medium is $248. $228, $248.
And how many do you have of the?
I have 2 of the small, 1 of the medium.
There you go.
So if you want those are there. We'll keep going, but
Okay.
you've got them.
Give me a second.
Yep.
Red Fox.
Is my red fox here?
She is. I see her right there.
Darling. She sent me a hot picture of herself today.
Mm-hmm.
You're a hot mama. You really are.
All right, so we got those 2.
I thought you were going to say, can I see? It's an appropriate picture.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't sure, so I wasn't gonna.
Look, you know, you can send me whatever you want, but it was a very appropriate picture, but very hot. Okay. What are you slipping over there? Okay, this is awesome. There's only 1 of these, but this is so cool. This is
We're kind of doing some one-of-a-kinds here. You know?
We are. This is like onesie twosie. Okay. We do have a scolecite skull, so hang tight. We'll get there. This is rutilated quartz. Gotta get a tight shot on that with peridot. I can't see the rutile.
I'm trying. Give me a second.
Get my readers, honey.
Aw,
Is it gold rutile or silver?
I'm working on it.
It's silver.
it's gold.
Is it gold?
Yeah.
This one to me looks like a bee, doesn't it? Kind of like it has wings. Peridot is the cornucopia stone, so it brings expansive abundance. It's actually, by some people's measures, more important than citrine. It makes things bigger, kind of like peridot does. And then rutilated quartz is for transformation and change and gracefully going through the change process. Isn't this one pretty? Yeah, if you're a Leo, this is like all up in your alley. This one is $549 and it's one of a kind. And I'm just a sucker for those little tendrils that he does over the top of the stone. Like, what's even happening there? Isn't it beautiful?
There's a heart at the top in the bell.
No. Oh, that's so pretty. I didn't even notice that. That's really sweet.
Oh, there you can see.
Oh, yeah, that's a better shot of the rutile. Thank you for that, because I just couldn't see it. I'm like, I know it's rutilated. I know I saw it, but now I can't see it. I love the gold around the peridot, too.
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty?
So there's that.
So there's your little money bee. It has wings. Super pretty, right? I know.
And then...
So that one is there. Oh, we are doing the opals, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious to see who gets the bee necklace. It's got to be somebody Leo-y.
So we've got two
Leo-y.
sizes of these, right? Amanda got the rutilated quartz.
Oh, Amanda got it. Congratulations.
She's her 20 A and B.
Very happy for you. Okay, there are two different sizes. I have two of the small. No, I have one of the small and two of the medium. No.
Correct. Yes.
But they're all the same price. One's shorter and fatter.
This is the one we have two of.
No.
God, this is weird to me. No.
That one is smaller though. Right?
This is the one. Sorry. This is the one we have. What
Two of.
the?
No, I think it's wrong.
It's.
I think the one on the left is smaller. Now it's one in the middle. I don't know what's happening.
You know
right
what?
now.
We're gonna save this
Okay.
while we figure out what's
that makes
going
that
on.
easier.
Because I don't understand. I don't get it.
I don't know.
I don't get it.
What's happening to me? Okay. This is a monk piece too. I think this might be the last of the monk pieces for tonight.
I guess it is.
Okay. So if you missed the monks, here's your last monk. This is our jade Buddha, which I don't see. I don't see that on the list. Do you? Team SG. Oh, maybe it's at the end.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, it is. Okay. All right, last piece of the night, last monk necklace of the night. This is a jade Buddha with ruby. Isn't that beautiful? Can I see it real quick?
Sure.
Can you hand me my readers?
Nope. I sure cannot.
I don't have any there?
Mm.
Oh.
Nope, you sure do not.
Seriously?
I'm serious.
Is that hand holding a little... Is that Kuan Yin or is it Buddha? Is it holding a little vase or something in its hand?
Yes.
Okay, this is Kuan Yin, not Buddha. Sorry. I can't make mistakes like that. Yeah, sorry. On my sheet it said Buddha, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's Kuan Yin. Which actually is even better for what this is, okay? This is the charity item for tonight. So whoever chooses this piece, all of your purchase goes to the charity of your choice. And this is a big charity item tonight. We do that every sale, but we don't always do this level of charity. I do want you to choose it, and we will donate that on your behalf. Are you ready? So Kuan Yin is we talked about this earlier because Morgan asked that great question about Kuan Yin versus Mary. Kuan Yin is the bodhisattva of compassion in the Buddhist tradition. She is one of the female faces of the Buddha. And she cries the tears you can't cry. This is one of the reasons I love her. You know, it's like when you're so overwhelmed, she can handle those emotions. And she pours out her waters of compassion and blessings. This is a melty piece. Like, whoever gets this one, I don't know that he's done a Kuan Yin before. This one is $799. And every dollar of that, whoever gets this tonight, goes to your charity. So not only are you getting something something amazing, but you are blessing somebody with all of that. Isn't that cool? I wanted to do a really big charity offering for the anniversary. Usually we do something like 300 or 400 or something like that. Nuh-uh, baby. So that is an entire donation. Isn't she gorgeous? So I'm really curious to see who gets it. I can't wait to see what charity you choose. She's beautiful. Yeah. I'm so glad you guys have had fun tonight. And because I have just enjoyed every minute of this time with you two. So congratulations, whoever receives that, and we're excited. I mean, what I love is, that's why I was saying it's even better for what it is, because I love giving the energy of Kuan Yin to a charity. Because I believe they don't just get the money, I believe they get the energy of the piece. That's my philosophy. So Jolene got that one. Beautiful Jolene. And so you'll get to tell us where you want us to send that $800, and it will go where you direct it. And cheers, darling. It is sterling silver and 18 karat gold. That one. All of the monk pieces are sterling and 18K. Yeah, gorgeous.
All right, so I have this figured out.
One? Okay.
I have, okay. Amethyst is this top stone in this.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. In the past, they've been purple sapphires.
Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, then
Okay.
it's purple sapphire.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I'm like,
And
no,
then
no.
these are rubies.
Yeah.
So that's the difference between them.
Oh, that's a difference in, but there's not a difference in price.
There's not a
Okay.
difference in price.
Okay.
It's a difference in what that top pendant
Okay.
is.
We're
Does
gonna
that
do
make
wands
sense?
next. Christina G. Thank you,
Yeah.
darling, for your patience.
So
I want to meet him too. That's on my bucket list. I believe I will one day. And then I'll go live. The purple sapphire and the opal, this one right here, is $3.99, and we only have one with the purple sapphire. The other two are rubies. They're also $3.99, but instead of having the purple sapphire on the top, they are red rubies.
red rubies.
Pretty amazing. I'm glad we sorted that out.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. How cool. She's chosen a really beautiful charity in Puerto Rico for her charity.
Oh, I
choice.
love it.
Wow.
Good for you.
I'm so happy.
Good for you.
You have no idea how that just fills my heart. You know what I mean? I love putting good energy back out into the field. It makes me emotional. So thank you, Jolene, for that. That's super special. It's a special part of my anniversary celebration, so thank you. Okay. You can't go wrong, because the purple sapphire pulls out the purple in the opal, and then
exactly.
the ruby pulls out the red in the... Like, you can't make a bad choice here.
Exactly.
Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers.
All
How
right.
fun that was.
I'm glad we got that figured out.
Mhm.
Thank you, Alexis.
Alexis to the rescue.
Yep.
Okay. I really want to talk about Vivianite. But then...
But we got wands.
Okay, I know.
Why don't we do wands, and then we'll show Vivian.
Let's do the Skull-a-Side Skull real quick. There's only one.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to tell you, I own one of these, and it was the only one I'd ever seen. Maybe we had one of these before. Does not happen. And it's under $800. I mean, if you know Skull-a-Side, which is one of the Synergy 12 stones, right? It comes
The
from
quality
India.
is amazing. Can you see that, you guys?
There's only one. And by the way, carving Skull-a-Side, it's easier to skin a cat than it is to carve Skull-a-Side. I mean, it's just like, you can't do it.
No cats were skinned during the
That's
process
a bad
of
analogy.
making this.
It is easier to pluck all of your nose hairs out with your
Oh, hey.
fingers. It is easier to climb
All right, we get the
a
idea.
mountain.
We get the idea. Yeah.
I have bad analogies.
No, that was.
But anyway, whatever, man. They're here for the weird, however weird it gets. Okay, Skull-a-Side is one of the biggest ascension stones you can work with, and to have a skull, I mean, and this is more beautiful in person than it is even on the screen. I mean,
That's
you're going to
amazing.
lose your damn mind. It's $799, ready, go. It's between 3.5 and 4 inches. It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. So, ready, go. Oh, Skull-a-Side is a missed opportunity. Indeed it is, Alexis. Indeed it is.
Skull-a-Side.
We shall call him Scully.
Scully.
Skull-a-Side.
That's
It's
right.
amazing. I'm excited to see who gets it. There's only one. Ready, go.
Sorry.
I know.
Yeah.
Ready, go. And then we all want to know where you put it and what you do with it.
Because
How you fly on your spaceship away with it.
Because wow.
So good.
it wand time? Or no?
We can do a couple wands, then the mala.
I think we do the big
to play.
wands
Okay, let's do the big wands and then the
in
mala.
a lightning round, and then
Okay.
we'll do the mala, and then we'll do the small one. Let's.
If you're here for wands, you're about to see, I would tell you, probably the best of the year. We've been holding on to these wands for tonight. If you're a wand collector, now I will tell you, these are all very expensive. They range from
These are the big ones.
$700 to $2,000. Okay, but they're jewelry. They're sterling silver. They're one of a kind. You know what I mean? Like, you know how it goes with this. But if you're a wand collector, tonight is gonna blow your mind, right? You're gonna lose it in a second. So we're gonna start with the bigger dimensional ones. Can we show those first, and then you can set up while I'm talking about one
Which
of the other
ones,
things?
these?
Yeah, let's start with the bigger ones first. Okay. I'm gonna walk you through. I wish these were together. They are all different prices, so bear with me. Now, the wand on the far right is Charoite with moonstone. I want Dave to show you because that is gem grade moonstone. That is not your mama's moonstone. Charoite comes from the Sharo Peninsula in Russia, and it's the stone of warrior courage and strength. And moonstone, rainbow moonstone, is the stone of manifestation and fruition. And so this is manifesting your deepest fucking strength. It's so beautiful. These wands, part of the reason I collect these, and part of the reason I'm such a sucker for them, you can use them for body work because the sphere rolls and it feels really good. Isn't that cool? And it doesn't come out, but it could if you really used pliers and yanked it, but I would highly recommend you don't do that.
Let's not do that.
Aren't they beautiful? This one is 2,000, 6.5 inches, Charoite and rainbow moonstone.
You just don't see this though.
The person who makes these wands originally only made them for his personal collection, and then sold a few to me for my personal collection, and now makes just a handful just for me
Just a
for
handful.
the sale.
And only for
So
us.
it's like, it's taken me years to even be able to bring these to you. I never thought I would have them to bring you, honestly. So this is like crazy, and I wanted them for the anniversary. Yeah, Gloria's saying they're even better in person. If you've gotten one before, you know what these are like. Like, those bands around it are like big, thick sterling silver bands. They're incredible. So that one is 2,000. The one on the far left is black tourmaline with Larimar. Oh my god.
Same thing.
This one is the most affordable of the four. Isn't that cool? So this is black tourmaline, which is the most protective mineral on the planet. Protects people, places, and things. And that is Larimar, which comes from the Dominican Republic, one of the most important water element stones. So this is about
Congratulations,
protection.
Christine.
Christine Guard got it.
Charoite.
High five to you. So good. Protection and communication. Safe to express your truth, safe to feel your feelings, safe to, it's like emotional safety is how I would put this wand. Isn't that incredible? They're all incredible. I don't have to say that it's incredible. You can see. This one is $8.99. And the price just depends on the stone. So, isn't that cool? But again, the quality of the black tourmaline is like holy shit quality tourmaline, right? And the same thing where the top rolls. Isn't it beautiful? The one next to it is Turkish scheelite, which is a really powerful manifestation stone, and pink tourmaline.
Look at that pink tourmaline, guys.
I mean, this is why I was telling you this is jewelry, right? Even if you're not buying one, I hope you're enjoying seeing them. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like that special that it's just fun to look at. Scheelite comes from two countries. The Chinese scheelite is orange, and the Turkish scheelite is blue. But they have the same metaphysical properties, which is manifestation. Like really powerful for manifestation, truly. And then pink tourmaline is a heart opener. So this is like manifesting love. If I was somebody looking for love or trying to open my heart to love, this would be my wand that I would want to work with. And this one is 1,200, 1,200. 1,200. So that's there. Aren't they amazing, you guys? I'm so excited. I love seeing where they go because they're just so incredible. And I love knowing that they're going to different homes in different parts of the world, that magic gets spread around. Isn't that incredible? Allison said her heart skipped a beat with that black tourmaline. There's something about it. I'm glad. Priscilla says she's enjoying the beauty and the learning.
Oh my God.
It's so fun. Okay, so that's the black tourmaline. And then the next one over is the scheelite. Isn't that incredible? It is like visiting a gallery. I know, and truly,
it is. There are
outside of this kind of experience, that's what you'd have to do. You know what I mean? Is go to a jewelry store or to a gallery where they would, have these things. Aren't they beautiful? Yeah, scheelite's cool, and it's fun to do your research and look at the different kinds of scheelite from the two different countries, because it's the same mineral, but it has a really different appearance depending on where it's from. Okay, now this one.
This is incredible.
This is pink scolecite with white scolecite and Larimar. So we talked about scolecite. This is the ascension stone, right, that takes you to another dimension. And then Larimar, which is all about communication and expression. This is multi-dimensional communication. Isn't this one incredible? And we do crazy shit at our anniversary, like give that away.
What?
Yeah, baby. I'm telling you, we're giving away. This is an $1,800 wand, and you can't buy it. No, you can't, because we are giving it away.
Now, before we give it away, and the feed goes nuts, because I have a feeling one or two people might comment to get this. Did anybody get these? I want to make sure that they had a chance to.
Take a deep breath, right? Let's
two,
anchor into
three.
the moment.
All right.
This is just a big thank you
Wow.
to all of you for being here all these years. Like I said earlier, I don't think you know how much we love you and appreciate you and care about you and think about you and hope for good things for you and all of those things. It's very fun to spoil you rotten a little bit. I know, baby. Okay, let me see where this one is going. Okay. Yeah, baby. I'm going to give you guys a second to finish saying, help me, or oh my God, or I fell down and I can't get up. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's see, where am I going, Spirit? Yep. Okay. Where are we going, Spirit? I can feel the energy of all of you. It's a really cool thing. Okay. Felt it? Now I gotta find you. Yeah, sometimes I think we go too overboard, but I flippin' love it. You guys know how much I get such a kick out of doing the crazy shit.
That's beautiful.
It's really beautiful. Okay. I'm trying to find. Hold on. Okay, I need your help. There was someone who posted the comment, and it's for you, but I can't find you now. It's the anniversary of your mom's passing, and it's your birthday. There was someone who had those two, and Spirit was like, that's where it needs to go, and now I can't find you. Can you guys help me? It was someone who, it's their birthday, and it's the anniversary of their mom's passing. And I feel like this is meant to go to you almost from her. It's like the energy's coming through me. So if you guys can help me, or if that person is still here, could you please comment again? Forgive me. I got it, but I missed your name, and then the feed went crazy. So if you guys can please help me find that person, I would really, really appreciate it. Boobots, it is you. Oh yes, I saw you. Okay, yes. It's coming to you. It's coming to you.
That's fantastic.
And it's very meant for you. And I hope that you can feel that too. Do you feel it? Yeah. All the chills, all the vibes. Thank you for helping me find that beautiful soul. I'm so happy to send that to you. Yeah. Oh, don't make me cry. Anyway, very sweet. And I hope that you're blessed by it. Cheers to you. Yeah, that was real good. That went right where it needed to go. I could feel it. Okay. Is the Sheelite and Tourmaline still here?
Yeah, this is. I didn't see this on the sheet. Is it?
That's no. I'm gonna save that for the next sale because we're a little bit behind tonight. Yeah. And I have to get to my mala tonight. We have to do this.
We have to do the mala,
Okay.
and then we've got the wandlets and a couple other things. I think you saved this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Oh, we get to talk about Vivianite.
Oh.
You guys can feel it too, right? With that particular person. I love it when you can feel it. You're crying because it's energy, man, and it's real. You can probably feel the energy of her. I'm not going to assume it's a her, but the mother wanting that for her child. That's no joke, man. That's why we're here. Okay, Vivianite is something I don't get to talk about very much. I brought this to you. I bought this. It's from Romania. Vivianite grows in Romania, grows in Brazil. Such good stuff, guys. That's what it's all about. And I do have one more giveaway tonight, so stay tuned. Vivianite comes from Romania and comes from Brazil. And Vivianite is blue and green. I don't know if Dave will be able to show you because it's a little tough. Vivianite has such cool metaphysical properties. Do you know I've never been able to bring it to you? And a lot of you have asked, like, please, 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 Vivianite, but it's so expensive. I'm really happy to tell you that all of these pieces are under $140. So if you want, like...
this is like a blue-green in here, you guys. I don't know if I can...
If you want something really rare for your collection, like this is up there with the super, super rare. Now, here's what's interesting. The mantra of this stone is dive into the ocean of your heart. This is about healing trauma, and that's one of the reasons why I've wanted to bring it to you. It also helps with adrenal fatigue. It really, really does. Because what happens is if you're healing from trauma, you're probably exhausted. And this is about healing those deep emotions and then recovering your energy from the experience of from trauma. So I have 17 of the small and I have 5 of the medium. The small is 2 inches, the medium is 3 inches, and they all have the super beautiful blue-green. Some of them have pyrite on them. I mean, these are really incredible pieces.
Beautiful.
Isn't it special? Thanks, you guys. And now you're feeling the energy of the stone too, right? Fascinating how you can feel the energy move through. So these small pieces are $86. I have 17, and the medium pieces are $139, and I have 5. I will tell you, in Tucson, when I did see small pieces like that, they were about $200. So I wish I could have found more than 22 pieces, but when I found it and it was a good price, I was like, yes, because I just have never been able to bring it to you. And I thought, how cool for a brand new stone for our 10th anniversary. I one time saw a really beautiful, huge specimen in Tucson, but it was like $20,000. But it was like, So now you get like a little piece of the trauma healing magic without the price tag that it can be. It's absolutely magnificent. You probably love it too. It's like all your colors
it's exactly my colors.
Yeah. I'm so happy you're getting Vivianite. That's so cool. So good. Really good stuff tonight, you guys. You can do the Moldavite?
Yeah, since we're on the green kick.
Okay, we're on a green kick.
Green kick.
We're not going to do everything we had planned for tonight just because I don't want to keep you here all night, but we're going to try to do the things that I have my heart set on. I did have my heart set on this one. You know what's happening with Moldavite. Like, it's so hard to get it. We don't have that much of it even in today's sale. But, so there's only one of this. It is a Ganesha carved in Moldavite. And the price of Moldavite has gone through the roof. So this is not yet adjusted for the new prices of Moldavite. If this was today's prices, this would probably be over $1,000. This one's under $900 if you would like it, but I only have one. Moldavite is another member of the Synergy 12. We've been talking about that a lot tonight. Moldavite is the result of a meteoric collision that happened in the Moldau Valley of Czechoslovakia about 21 million years ago. And so this is actually extraterrestrial material, right? This is the Moldavite. or this is the actual parts of the meteor that struck the Earth and then cooled upon re-entry. So it's an amorphous stone. It doesn't have a crystal structure, but it's super buzzy. I have a ring I wear every day of Moldavite because I think it helps with attuning to spirit guides. So this one is $8.99, but I only have La Una, and I don't have any more. So if you would like it, it's there for you. And it's cool to see, right? Like, you're just seeing less and less Moldavite. So when I have these really neat carvings, it's just fun to show them to you.
It's hard enough to get Moldavite. It's super hard to get a Moldavite carving.
Yeah, Chris has said that gives me the shivers through the screen. You can feel it, right? I love Moldavite, and I always will. But like I said, I believe that working with that Synergy 12, those Ascension stones, it's no joke. I think it's a very accurate assessment that he made all those years ago in naming the Synergy 12. I think they're very powerful. It's your birthday today, Julie Velasquez.
Happy
birthday to you, beautiful. Thank you for spending part of your birthday with us, celebrating our birthday. Hi, Bubba.
Yeah, he's just like flying around out
He's
there.
saying hi. I mean, the hummingbird's like literally that far outside the window. Anyway, cheers. Isn't it beautiful?
So we've got big wands.
Okay.
We've got wandlets.
I think we'll hold the wandlets for
you
next
want to
time.
hold the
I do.
wandlets for next time?
I want to hold those for next time.
You sure?
Yeah, so I think I want to do. Let's hold this
I don't
for
think
next
that's
time.
on the list. Yeah.
Well, I was going to do an extra, but we have so much tonight. So we'll save it for next time. We're going to save the pink Larimar for next time. We're going to save the sphalerite cut facets and the rings and wandlets. So we're going to do wands and my mala to complete our show tonight.
All right. How about we end with your mala?
Jenny, it's her first live sale. I'm so glad you were here, and I'm really glad you liked it. I hope you are having fun today. I know. Would you stay all night with me, Katrina, if we kept going? Maybe you would. I would stay all night with you, but he will get up and leave in a couple minutes. This guy's going to need some dinner before too long.
Yeah.
Aww. Okay. Now, these are the 4 remaining wands for tonight. And again, these were made especially for the anniversary, so I'm really excited to talk to you about them.
Which one will show first?
I only see 3. Oh, there's the other one. Okay. I want to start with the African Citrine. Yeah, that one. Okay. This one is, I mean, they're all mind-blowing tonight. This is, let me get that to me for a second. Are we sure that that's not phenakite? Hold while we confer. We did not have a birthday cake this year, but it's a Sunday. Like, normally if it was during the week, I would have gone in and celebrated with our team, but it came on a Sunday this year, so we were a little bit more mellow yellow.
I think it's phenakite.
I think it is too.
Yeah, and that would make sense too.
Okay. Do you want to hold on that one? Because we would probably need to reevaluate the price on that. That's phenakite.
Yeah, let's hold on it
Okay.
and confirm.
I will bring that to you next time. I just want to double check.
Put it in Tuesdays.
I think it's yeah. Maybe I'll bring this one to the Soul Shift sale on Tuesday. Okay. Okay. So we'll have the 3 remaining wands, because if that's phenakite, that's a whole different situation. Okay. This one is Aqua Aura with Larimar. Look at that Larimar Shiva on the one end. Is that beautiful?
A butterfly.
It is so beautiful with aquamarine and sapphire and a Herkimer diamond in the middle. This wand is called, are you ready? Learn to be comfortable with change. Isn't that fun? So those are little trillion cut aquamarines. Yeah, Christy Ward, I'm 90% sure that's phenakite.
Yeah, it's phenakite.
In which case, that's probably the craziest ass wand I've ever seen in my whole life, and we'll talk about that on Tuesday.
Is that a little ladybug? It's a ladybug here.
Ladybug.
And a butterfly.
Are you sure it's not a scarab? No, it's a ladybug.
It's a ladybug.
Okay, thank you.
And a butterfly.
A butterfly. Isn't this one pretty? I love aquamarine. My babies were both born in March, so that's their birthstone. And then that is a sapphire at the bottom of those aquamarines. Isn't that beautiful? It's a green sapphire. This one is $1,000. 1000. Even Steven. Isn't that beautiful? For aquamarine and sapphire and larimar and aqua ore quartz and herkimer diamond, all done in sterling silver. Learn to be comfortable with
There's
change.
a lot going on in this one, between the leaves and the stones and.
Yeah, if you're in Crystal Masters or Soul Shift, make sure you come to the Tuesday sale that we're doing. Me and Alexis for you. It's a private sale for you guys. I'll teach you all about phenokite, and I'll buzz you away with it. I can teach you how to make malas. Somebody in our Soul Shift group did a free class for students in there too, where she taught. I have my own technique because I use a certain kind of thread. So maybe one of these days I'll teach you. It just takes me a long time. I'm real slow. I think you'd get frustrated with me and go, come on, speed it up, lady. Anyway, congratulations, whoever's getting that wand. Your boys are in March too, Heidi. See, you know what it's like to have all your March babies. I didn't plan it that way, by the way. Okay, this wand. Let me see this real quick. Sorry. Okay.
Awkward silence.
I need my readers.
Aww.
Okay, this wand is a holy shit piece, okay? The quartz point on the top has ahawite in it. I really need you to take a good look here. Ahawite is a very rare mineral. The man who makes these wands saves like pieces from his collection. You see that like neon blue in there? Ahawite, we never talk about because I can never get it. It is one of the biggest manifestation stones there is, but we don't talk about it because who's got it, right? It's so expensive. So ahawite and quartz in the middle. This is a crazy ass wand. In the middle, you guys, that is a double hex aquamarine. I've never seen anything like it before. And then on the top, you guys, it's green apophyllite. Druzy. I'm trying to think about how I would frame this for you. I mean, this is like emotional transformation and the manifestation of physical healing. You know, when I'm lost for words, it's kind of a problem. I'm like, well, I don't know what this is for. This is one of the craziest wands we've brought you, and we saved it for the anniversary. Now, this one's a little bit more expensive, obviously, because these are really rare stones. This one is $1,700 for, I'm just going to call it a holy shit wand.
Holy shit wand.
No, I mean, when I say holy shit, like, it's holy shit. Holy shit. You spelled it exactly right, Lorianne Brown. A-J-O-I-T-E. It is epic, Susie Bloom. It's like, what do you even say? I like that. Don Gordon said it's the ocean. It's not the biggest wand I've brought you, but it might be the most powerful. And that's saying something in 10 flipping years. Because I've been to a couple rodeos. So anyway, the team has posted, if you want it, I would jump in. I mean, I would get it. I would quad pay PayPal credit the shit out of that. I'd be like, can I do PayPal credit and quad pay? 50-50.
Double up.
Oh.
Did you see this one now too?
Oh, what's the inclusion?
Yeah,
I
look
don't
at that.
know. Are you guys, like, it's a moment right now, you guys. Holy shitballs. Shitballs, that's what I'll call it. It's the shitball wand. Who's gonna get the shitball wand? Shitballs. Time for champagne. Really? Oh, thanks, Francine. You've been with me for a while, so I really appreciate that. That's a big compliment from you. Okay. Me or the camera?
No, the camera.
Oh, I'll do my best. Okay, this one is plasma quartz. Plasma. Which I always think of as just fancy Lemurian. Moonstone sapphire. Look at all those sapphires, you guys. And those are African sapphires. Do you see the 3 tear-shaped? And then those are 2 Marquise moonstone, rainbow moonstone. So wisdom, manifestation, and Then it's got a beautiful juicy herkimer right in the middle to transmit those energies, send and receive. So this is manifesting your wisdom. Isn't that beautiful? So this is the last wand of the show. This one is $8.99. It's the most affordable of his pieces tonight too. $8.99 to manifest your wisdom.
Look at that point on the bottom.
I know. Do you see it? It's literally like a sword of light.
It is.
Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely stunning. Yeah, you know what? That's a great way of putting it too. Hula hoop, an intuition healing wand. Maybe your third eye's been closed and now it needs to open. Because you know what? I'll tell you, the reason I really like that interpretation too, the placement of that herkimer looks like an eye to me. So I kind of had that third eye vibe when I was looking at it too. So it's interesting that you say that because I can see that it could be like an intuition healing wand too. It's a Bismarcky wand. Bismarcky would like it. I'm speaking for him, but you know. I agree with you. I think it is one of the most beautiful of the night too, for sure. I mean, we've had some pretty knock your socks off situations tonight, but that's a shit ball too. That certainly is. Okay, we'll see who's grabbing that one. The citrine etched rutilated with watermelon citrine. The big point is still available. $1,999 for my big mama back there.
Big mama.
That's for manifestation and heart opening back there. So if you would like that piece, that is 18 inches of magics from Brazil. Okay, the last thing of the night. I know it's nuts, but it's another giveaway. I was traveling for the last 2 weeks, and I took all the beads with me and made this for you. I could only make one. I might make a couple more. I have more of the citrine beads and more of the double terms, but I have like 3. So if I do make more at some point, there'll only be a couple of them.
Congrats, Melissa.
Melissa got it. Melissa Lombardi got it. Congratulations to you. It is so. It's going to blow your mind.
Yeah,
and like I said,
gonna love it.
I probably wouldn't put it on the stand, but you know, it's up to you. Because it would be nice to be able to display it, but however you choose. Okay, so I knotted this by hand. Took me a long time, which is why you probably don't want me to teach you mala making. I might not be very good at it. But I'm Venus Virgo, and every one of those knots is perfect. It drives me nuts, my own perfectionism, but I wanted it to be right for you. So the bottom is natural citrine, and then there are golden hematite beads on the sides, and then the top is all rutilated quartz. And then that bottom point is a double terminated citrine. Isn't that fun? And then I put a golden tassel on it. So I made it with love. Each time I tied a knot, I set an intention for your prosperity. And I wanted it for tonight because it's such a celebration of all of us being together for all these years. And so it's 108 beads. It's proper with a guru bead. And so I hope that as you meditate, and whether you wear it as a necklace or just keep it as a meditation tool, my intention was that it would bring you expansive abundance and prosperity. So I'm excited to see who this is going to go to. Yes. Okay. Let's see, Spirit, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going?
Sing it.
Where we going today? Oh, thank you for the very kind words about it. Okay. Aw, you guys are so sweet. I just love reading your comments. I'm trying not to get hung up on it, but I could just sit here and read it forever. Okay. This piece it's hard because I love all of you, and I would send it to all of you if I could, because you're all very worthy and deserving, and I truly, my heart just opens to you. But I did get the little chill up my spine. It's gonna make me cry. Karen Brown.
Mm-hmm. Like Karen Brown, Karen Brown?
Karen Brown.
Aww.
I'm not gonna be able to not cry.
I'm glad.
Now I'm going to I'm gifting it to you. If you decide that you want to gift it on your own to someone else, that's okay with me. You have my permission to do that. But I also really love the idea of you keeping it. Even though I don't want to cry. I got through the whole night tonight without crying, and there was so much to cry about. A lot of energy tonight, you guys. We don't always have this much energy in a gem sale, but holy shit. Because I can feel everyone, and I can feel where you are, and I have to trust my spirit guides on everything. It's been, I feel like they haven't led me astray in these 10 years. So, cheers, Karen.
Congrats, Karen. I hope you're well.
Thank you for all that you do, and thank you for letting me do something really nice for you tonight. And it's not me; it's Spirit. Spirit wants you to have that, and I hope that it brings you so much joy and abundance and empowerment and strength and everything that you need for the seasons ahead. Oof! What a night, you guys!
That was fun.
We had so much fun. Did you have fun? Make me laugh. Tell me a poop joke. Do something. Woo! 10 years, baby.
10 years.
So, I want to raise my glass to you.
Cheers, you guys.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to
Cheers.
you. Love you.
Love you. Cheers to Team SG, without whom
Big thanks to
it
Team
would not
SG.
be possible. There's no way that you and I would be sitting here together, you and me, if it wasn't for that team.
Hell yeah.
I couldn't do it any way, shape, or form without those incredible humans. So
What
cheers.
our team does to support our community is amazing. Amazing. I can't state it enough. So, thank you.
So a birthday wish. I'm gonna make a wish for you and me.
Okay.
That we continue to enjoy this
Hi. Amen.
and see
I'll drink to that.
the magic in it.
Cheers.
A wish for you.
And cheers to you guys.
A wish for you guys. I wish for your health. And I wish for joy. Because if you have health and you have joy, the rest will come. And I'll add wealth to that too. May you be healthy, may you be wealthy, and may you be happy all your days. And may everything that you seek come to you in perfect time. So cheers to you.
Amen. I hope.
Mm-hmm. So it is, baby. Woo, what a night. I'm gonna have to move on to whiskey after this. So here's how this happens now. If you bought anything tonight, you're gonna get an invoice tomorrow.
Via email.
You'll have 24 hours to pay your invoice, and then we will ship your item to you early next week. Late next week, probably, because we usually do this on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like I said, everything that you bought tonight, if you're in the U.S., it ships for free. If you're outside the U.S., it'll be $5 additional per item. If you have not signed up for Perfume Around the World and you'd like to take that class with me, it starts Thursday. We'd love to have you, so you can register for that class tonight, and you can take your 21% off. Your code is PARTY21 for 21% off, and you can take 21% off the class or the tools or both. And then Tuesday, we have a live gem sale that is just for students in Crystal Masters and Soul Shift, and so that has all new things you didn't see tonight. We'll be live with you then.
Don't forget, if you haven't already done so, after tonight's event here, go to sagegoddess.com, create an account, and put your YouTube username in the appropriate field there. So if your username is, Sprinkle Fairy, It has to
Angel
go.
Rainbow Monkey Cat.
Has to go in that field, and that's how we match up and know to send you your email invoice.
Muchísimas gracias, Ida, for that blessing. Anything else I wanted to tell you? There was something else I wanted to mention.
Something
Is there
with
any?
the site?
We have one more large Ganesha left, by the way.
Okay.
The hugest size. So if you would like that, you can still claim that. It's $8.99 that's for the big daddy Ganesha. And I think that's it. Thanks, Team SG, for being with us on a Sunday.
Thank you,
I know
guys.
It's a lot.
I know it's a
appreciate you.
lot,
I know it's
yeah.
a lot. You're gonna need whiskey too. Hopefully, you've been drinking the whole time. But if you haven't, start now.
Start now.
Thank you for celebrating our anniversary with us.
Yeah.
We love you.
Thank you.